Welcome back to Eleren. When we last joined our heroes, our party had confronted Alzamala in an abandoned building where the two parties struck an accord. Alzamala, being taught by her father, the Faceless Warlord, would help defend the capital city of Cataloi from his undead minions, and Alzamala would keep her head. After transferring Alzamala to the capital, they met with the Empress-to-be, Alana, where the strikingly similar features between both Alzamala and Lana were obvious, and there was no mistaking that the two were related. During the conversation, Alana asked her consort, Duke Durian, to cast a weave of truth about the group, and learned that Alzamala was, in fact, truthful in her desire to protect the city, provided that she be recognized as part of the royal family and she be allowed to take revenge on her former seneschal, known as Lord Snake. Nearing the end of the conversation, some silent communication passed between Alana and Alzamala before Alana escorted her sister from the audience room. After meeting with Fiddle, where he revealed a map of the known world of Eleren, Caliban discovered the location where his visions were directing him to begin his search. Before they headed to the island of Silveris, they checked in with the 9 tribes and with the Pasha of the Mednat Kariba, where Jamba learned that his father had passed to a sickness during his absence, and that Torin was, in fact, prophesied to be the leader by the Seer Scrolls that predicted the future of their clan and their lands. It was also learned that only one of the native lands can hold the title of leader. And that's where we join the party. We find the diverse group of what is left of the tribes of Jamba's people in a newly created home in Silver Falls, preparing for a feast to celebrate the return of their older brother Jamba amongst the newer friends, the Kingsmen. The party is seated at dinner at the head table, along with 3 tribunal members, Omalara, Thabo, and Addison. And that's where we rejoin the group. Addison leans forward, looking towards Torin, and she says, now that we're in the midst of our rebuilding, are there any relics that can be returned to the tribes?
That's definitely something that can be discussed. Is there a need of them?
Just to help us in our rebuilding, it's a symbol that each of the warriors would hold. Any of these relics, it's in the scrolls, and if there's not being used, of course, if you're still using them, we understand, but if they're not being used, then we can just pass them back to the tribes to kind of get back to some semblance of normalcy.
Of course. Normalcy is definitely something that we want. Maybe later after the feast, we can make a list and we can go through and see which ones can be returned and which ones we still have a need.
She nods without saying anything else, and everybody's feasting on the organic melons that grow naturally in the jungle. Some fish being fished from the small lake that forms below the waterfall, and the rest of the evening is yours.
Speaking of rebuilding, Addison, how is that going? Any setbacks? Any issues that I need to be aware of?
Not really. We keep to ourselves here. Dabo says, sometimes the lizard people come staring about. It seems like 1 or 2 wanderers or scouts may not have learned of the greater army's fate, so they might not know what's been happening, but we've been able to scare them off. And Addison leans forward and says, another reason why, if you're not using any of the relics, it would be useful here just to help ourselves. I mean, we really can't do anything with the rudimentary weaponry we have here.
That is a bit worrisome. I was hoping that news of the defeat would spread and there would be no issues, but if there's still, as you say, remnants of their army that they do need to be dealt with, how many warriors, capable warriors, do we have now, Thabo? That many that it takes you that long to count in your head. You might be muted, Rick.
I am. I'm talking. He says, less than 10, including some of the younger ones who have proven to be relatively strong at scouting, but haven't reached full maturity. With Jamba here returning, that puts us right at 10 and 8 able-bodied men.
For all the tribes. Okay. That is something to think about. But, sorry. Enough business for now. That can be done later, and for now we should enjoy the feast. Your brother has returned. That's the most important thing. And I look over towards where I'm assuming Omalara and Jamba are.
Yeah, they're seated to the left on the table, kind of at the end, just leaning in and having a conversation. And Jamba, Omalara says, Did you arrive with this group? Well, we saw you arrive here at Silver Falls, but did you arrive via ship back with them at the same time? I guess what I'm really hinting at is, are they your companions, or will you be staying home?
The little one, the librarian, did he come with us?
Yes,
I'm sure he did. He brought us here by magic, but
the scroll bearer brought you here from where you were on the mainland.
This group wields magic that I've never seen, but I will do whatever my liege commands of me. I know we need to rebuild here, but if his mission requires me to protect him, then I will follow.
Of course. Maybe we can consult the scrolls. And you see Fiddle at the other end of the table. He has the traditional scroll case, which is a hollowed out piece of mahogany that holds all your tribe's prophecies and scrolls in it. And he's just like looking in it, and it's got us looking down the end of a lightsaber. He's looking in it like with his eye, and he's fiddling around with it as Fiddle tends to do.
Yes, we will trust in his wisdom.
Thabo looks back to Caliban. Where will you be staying here the evening? We have plenty of room. You can stay here in the feast hall if necessary.
Well, I think we'll be staying for at least the evening.
Oh, that's good to hear. What are you doing, Guy?
He's most likely probably working the kitchen.
Yeah.
Or like serving and things like that than anything.
Yeah, so Guy doesn't spend a lot of time at the table. He'd take a quick bite and test everybody's food to make sure it is up to snuff, but he spent most of the time with some of the older folk helping prepare tonight's meal. And you see him walk in, and he's got a chef's hat, not one of those Chef Boyardee hats, but one of the straight tall ones. And he smiles, whereas looks like he's got his hair wound up in a very vertical bun, all on top of each other. Not unlike the picture of his character. He just nods and heads back out with a tray with some food. Looks like it didn't probably pass his taste test. He's like, oh, you got to add some more spices in here. He nods to some of the people helping serve the food, and a few of them head back to the open-aired kitchen outside the back of the larger feast hall. It's quiet. Not nearly as quiet. It's quiet outside. Inside, it is loud. It's hot. The different smells. It reminds you of your childhood when, Jamba, when you were part of coming into your age, where you would finally travel with the rest of the men to this very place where they would have the gathering of tribes, and very, very similar accompaniment would occur. And you would all eat together and talk together and sing together. Except for now, the group is much smaller.
Yeah, he's definitely enjoying it, but there's a bit of sadness to it, seeing the state of his tribe. But knowing that our king has returned, he feels that only good things can come. So he smiles and he enjoys himself with his sister.
Unless you want to do anything specific, we'll finish dinner. They'll clean out the feast hall and give you some straw mats covered in some of the older blankets that apparently have no use anymore. Anything that they could have gathered from their old homes, and they brought them here. Lay them out on the floor, and Omalara leans against the door with the night sky royal blue behind her, and she seems to be looking back at your group, and her eyes linger on her brother and how much he looks like her dad or their father. And she says to those assembled, if you need anything, just let us know. We'll post watch out here. Have a good night. And she takes her lantern and heads back to wherever she might be staying. And on the inside of this room, they have some hanging lanterns that they don't burn with a dark smoke. It's a very sweet smell. Jamba, you know that to be some of the plants that grow in the interior of the island would produce these leaves that you'd be able to dry and then mix with some animal fat, and that would it wouldn't smell terribly, and they'd put it in the lanterns and it would give off this sweet aroma while still burning the lamp lights low. The night goes by without issue. The next morning comes. Some of the hunters, some of the able-bodied men with some of the younger men and women, or those coming into their own, both boys and girls, head out to replenish what was celebrated in terms of food the night before. And the day is yours.
Torin would probably be up early, before sunrise. And I would like to just go, well, you tell me, would I be up early or would I sleep in?
You would be up early.
All right.
I thought we were supposed to have that conversation about the relics.
Yeah. First, I just want to check the perimeters. I want to make sure if this talk of some lizard men still around. I don't like the sound of it. If you all could, maybe take stock of what we have, maybe what we don't need, what we can give to the tribes. I'm gonna just go check the perimeter. And I want to just I just want to check the defenses and see how defensible this place is, what they have like up, what can be improved, if anything, you know?
Silas will say, well, should we ask for some type of list? Because I have to say, she made it sound like each of us were given some type of artifact, maybe against when we were assaulting the pyramid, but I don't remember being given anything or...
Each tribe did give an artifact that I then distributed among us. I don't recall exactly what it was, even though it wasn't too long ago.
All right.
Except out of game, it was way longer.
Yeah, that's like I'm trying to remember what all the different gifts were and who got what, because I remember each of us got something, but I don't even know what it would be anymore. But Silas would offer to go with Torin. He wouldn't want... I mean, I understand we're in your home turf, but if there's still dangers around, the king should not walk even his own kingdom unaccompanied.
Yeah, Torin will just nod. Towards
if you're walking silently or just, schmoozing with the people or whatever, Silas would just stay back and let you have your silence. He's not going to bug you.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be... I would probably just nod to people and wave maybe, but I wouldn't be... I'm focused on the defenses of this place.
The dense jungle that surrounds this area relieves the tribes of having to create any kind of palisade or fort walls. It's relatively thick. The only reason you were able to get through it so well was because Jamba is very, very familiar with it. And he knows the ins and the outs, what poisonous plants to avoid, what areas are easy on the foot as you guys head into it. So as you come, when you picture it, as you come out of the jungles, there's a decent sized lake at the bottom of the falls, and it runs off into a stream that heads to the west. The area that they've occupied sits on a bit of a rise if you're looking at the waterfall just to the right hand side, and it's got some of the rocks and cover that keeps a lot of the elements from blowing across. There are scouts. There are 12 and 13-year-old boys and girls keeping an eye out. Is there anything in particular you want to look for?
No, I just if the jungle itself provides enough cover, I wanted to make sure that they did have some early warning systems in place to see if, and a defensible, kind of holdout if they did see someone coming. So if they have
you got the sense. You got the sense that Thabo was saying, just being bluntly honest, that there's been some lizard people that they've come upon that have come to the tribe, but that they've seen out in the jungles that they've had to either chase off or skirmish with, and send them back the way they came. But it wasn't any kind of significant threat. He was just being matter of fact.
Okay. If I make my way around and I think I'm satisfied, then I'd head back to the group.
So the list, I put it in chat. The Dark Raven clan donated the Boots of Speed. Strong Bear clan donated the Gauntlets of Ogre Power. The Perceptive Eagle donated the Iron Stone of Leadership. Silent Shark, the Cloak of Displacement. Brown Bear, Longbow +1. Swift Swan, Helm of Comprehend Languages. The Hidden Hawk, Belt of Hill Giant Strength. The Wily Wolf. The Periaptive Wound Closure. And the Sinuous Spider, Ring of Protection. She wasn't asking for them back. She was just saying, if you're not using any of them, we could make use of them.
Okay, so the only thing I have in my inventory is the Cloak of Displacement and the Longbow. As who has what? This
I have the Boots of Speed and the Helm of Comprehend Languages.
I have the periaptive wound closure.
I have the Belt of Hill Giant Strength, but Guy, you also have the Gauntlets of Ogre Power in your bag because we traded.
Gotcha. Okay, but I won't be
So I guess
needing
no
that.
one has.
Who has the Ring
I
of
think that's
Protection?
lost to.
No, that's also in my
Okay.
bag, but I believe I also remember if it was this character. I also remember, didn't we go shopping, or was that your game? Oh my god!
Yeah, that was for those of you watching or catching this after the fact. Yes, there was a Ring of Protection in the Eye of the Storm campaign that we purchased.
Okay, yeah, so that means I also
Go
have the
check
ring.
that out on YouTube.
I've got the Ioun Stone, which I will not need when I
Okay.
level. Well, I talked about giving it to Torin, but
I don't have any
Yep,
slots
that's the
for
problem.
it.
but I mean, when I hit next level, I won't need it anymore. So, because I need a slot back so I can use that tattoo that I got. So I'm just gonna give that up.
So I have the Boots of Speed and the ring, so that means I can give back the ogre, the gauntlets, and then I could also give back the Helm of Comprehend Languages.
Yeah, and we can give back the Longbow +1.
So powerful.
But it's a magical bow. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh no, this is never mind.
And if no one's using the Ring of Protection, then right?
I'm using that
You're
with the
using it?
Boots of Speed. Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
I can donate a longsword +1. They'd like that instead.
They wouldn't say no, Jamba, but you know these relics have been passed on to the clan leaders for generations, and it's been given to either the wisest, the strongest,
How did you see my
however
question? All right.
But like
Did I see?
they said, we don't have to give them back. You know, we can give
If
them
you're
back
using them,
later. Yeah, if we're using them.
So no one's
Yeah.
using the helm or the longbow right now. Because you said
I technically was using the helm, but only because I wanted a chef's hat. So I'll just be wearing a regular chef's hat.
nice.
Do I give back the cloak?
The cloak is so powerful. I don't think
I
a
know.
tank should give back a cloak of displacement. It's one of the most powerful weapons or magical items for a
See,
tank.
I don't think you need to because it's being welded
king.
by
It's
by
keeping the
you
king
anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. All right, so it looks like we're at least giving back the longbow and the helm, right? That's it. Was someone using the Belt of Hill Giant Strength?
No. So I thought I thought we're keeping the longbow, giving back the gauntlets, giving back the helm, giving back the what else? Yeah, the
What?
helm.
Who's using the longbow?
I have it.
Oh, I thought Jay wanted it.
No, Jamba's using the belt, but it's really only a
Oh.
+1 for him, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's still.
Still +1.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm using the Stone of Leadership because it's a +1 on my modifier, but as soon as I level up I won't need it. So
We'll just stop by here again.
we'll put it on a carrier pigeon. It'll get here.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not using the longbow really. I think I've used it a few times, but Torin feels like it's needed more here. So I will give
Do we
back
think
the
we won't be
longbow.
back here for a long time? Because if it's going to be a really long time, I can just leave the stone and just lose a +1. The only problem is it's like a +1 on everything, on my saves.
Yeah,
my 2
no, I
hit,
would-
everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not yet.
It's not like it's not like we won't be able to come back.
Oh, yeah, we have
anytime
tree
soon or
shredding
anything like
now.
that. You
I
know what I mean?
forgot.
So,
There's lots of trees here.
so we give back the what did I say? Gauntlets,
Helm.
the longbow, and the helm, and everything else is being used, right?
And if
Yeah.
Jamba, if you want to give that +1 sword as well,
Yeah,
If
let's
you're not
start a
using
new
it.
tradition.
at least they'll have better weaponry.
Yeah, like I'm not going to give it to him at the same time. I'm going to pull him I'm going to pull my sister to the side and donate it because I don't want to disrespect the relics. But yeah,
Mhm.
I'll
Yeah,
tell him
I
to
don't-
give it to the Bloody
I-
warrior.
I wouldn't mind donating my sinuous blade either.
Oh, because of that
can use.
tattoo.
The tattoo's better.
Yeah, I have
Oh.
no reason
Oh,
to
yeah,
use a sinuous blade anymore because of that. So I don't mind. I also don't mind giving that up.
Yeah.
And donating it to the cause.
Yes.
That's kind of like a relic, isn't it?
And then
Or does it just have a fancy name?
it actually came from the one temple. It might be. And also I have this earrings of climbing. I think that would be useful probably to somebody in the tribe.
Oh yeah, we got that from the resort.
Nice.
We're just making new tribes now.
Mhm. There are no more
There you go.
tribes. There's only one people.
Yeah, so I mean I offer that up, my liege.
So, Fiddy, if you could make a record, please, of what's being returned, and we'll call the tribunal over.
He pops open this waterproof cap made of bamboo and leather, and he starts pulling out these ancient scrolls like only Fiddy could. But he, because they're written word that are old, he takes better care of them than he normally would. And he spreads them out across the ground. There's got to be 30, 40, 50 of them with a bunch of different writing. And he finds the one that has enough room where he thinks he can pen something. And he licks his quill and he says, "Okay, what do you want me to write?"
I want to make sure that there's a record of what's being returned at the moment and what is still being used by the king and his men.
All right. Okay. And he goes through all the clans and the listing of the clan scrolls that have the artifacts of the generations. He marks it in. Okay, this is back used by the right hand of Torin the Brave, Guy Legacy, the spy master of Torin the Brave, Silas. And he looks to Jamba. What should we call him?
Jamba looks to Torin
Caliban's
expectantly.
the fire starter. So he burns things and creates a new, very much like this new community they're building. What are we going to call Jamba?
What
The
weapon
bolt?
does Jamba wield?
A glaive.
Axe, right? Glaive.
Yeah.
Ah, dang. Carry that everywhere you go.
Can write down Jamba, first blade of. What are we calling our kingdom?
What if you renamed my people after you stole my culture and all my artifacts?
Why, yes,
Florida.
I did.
It's now called Florida.
Great.
No,
Rocks
I'll
fall.
say, yeah,
You all die.
What
Jump.
Cornland? That's not meeting with approval?
Jamba, first blade of the tribe's personal guard of the king.
All right. I think that's everything, right? Okay, very good. And footnote, they also contributed the earrings of climbing that belong to Jamba's dad, and a longsword +1 that will go to Thal.
Gosh, just had those in his backpack all night and just never showed them to me. I see how y'all feel about me.
So, didn't we just get them from a room in the resort? Did we know that they were Jamba's?
Nope. Well, the party doesn't.
Yeah.
It just tears streamed down my
how
face.
does
I said,
Fiddy know
"Yes."
this?
Jamba's like, I've been looking for those.
Biddy has the yellow exclamation point above his head.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
he's partial. I'm all knowing.
hmm and then at this point, kind of Torin's like serious, like stern look drops for a moment, and he looks a little more his age. And Fiddy, if you have time, could you just see if anything in those scrolls says anything about the lineage of the king, or just where the king was from?
Okay. It's going to take me a little while because I have this book here, and he pulls out a giant book. I'm halfway through reading it. And then there's the one that Caliban brought back that he borrowed from the library that I still have to read. So, but I'll be sure to go through the scrolls. Maybe one of these nice ladies can help me. And he points towards Omalara and Addison. Maybe they can talk to me about it. I mean, unless you guys need me to take you somewhere.
No, we're good.
I think we have that handled for ourselves. And then Torin will look towards the tribunal. Is there anything the tribunal requires of the king in the immediacy? Otherwise, I think we depart on this day.
Each of the tribunal leaders come up and they either shake your hand or get on a knee and bow to you, or not even really have to going up on our tiptoes, kiss you on the cheek, and they don't require anything.
Do they require Jamba?
I think you've made it understood, particularly after Torin has named you one of his, and I'll put it in quotes, port.
He gave me 2 titles: First Blade of the Tribe first, and then Personal Bodyguard. So Jamba's also still confused. But yeah, if he personal guard, I will go with him.
Your sister gives you a warm embrace, Thabo, that you've known for a long time now. While not of the same tribe, but there's mutual respect. And he gives you a firm handshake, and Addison being not necessarily aloof, but more introverted, just gives you a short wave as all the kids around, which are most of the people here, yell and cheer and
longsword to the biggest one. Protect the tribe. Cool.
His eyes get real big, and the longsword falls over to one side, and he drags it on the ground. Look what Uncle Jamba gave me. As you guys make your way towards the tree line and some large trees off into the distance.
So yeah, is there any kind of larger trees closer towards the, like, not like out in the jungle? Is there a tree kind of more prominent towards where the dwellings are?
Like this particular dwelling, or like where they used to live?
No, this one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you don't have to travel far, but there's nothing right there on the at the tree line as it comes out. Like any wood, it grows a little sparser as it heads towards the clearing, and most of the trees, at least the larger trees, are further into the jungle. But it's not going to take you more than 15 or 20 minutes to walk there.
So Torin will turn to Caliban and say, "Do you see any of these that will do?"
They just have to be big enough for us.
How does this work? Does like the tree give birth to us or something? It splits open, or yeah.
You require a tree that Jamba cannot hug?
I suppose that's one way of putting it, yes.
Right, this way. Jamba will just lead them to a giant tree 15 to 20 minutes away from the camp.
Yep.
His one favorite tree.
Did
Make your way.
any of them come with us? Any of the tribunal?
No.
Okay, I would have asked Thabo to come with us.
Okay.
And once Caliban picks a tree that Jamba's hugged, I'll Thabo, please have this tree marked and have it known that this tree is to be protected and not cut, taken down, or harmed in any way, as long as my reign is intact.
Very well. It shall be done.
Special tree. It's a special tree.
It's the king's tree.
It needs a name. Yeah.
And a commemorative plaque.
Well,
A nice one.
Jamba seems to be the most intimate with it. Maybe he can name it.
Might as well also build a whatchamacallit, a treehouse in it.
Yeah, we'll build your palace here.
I hope you picked a good tree, Jamba.
I don't think we should do anything to mess with the structural viability of this tree.
So we know where we're going?
To paint the picture, Jamba picked the first tree in a copse of trees that are all of relative equal size. He just says, I can't put arms around this one here. This one works.
100%. Yeah, I just led you to trees that were wider. I was like, you asked for big tree. This is first big tree.
Well, now this is a landmark of the tribe, so congratulations.
This is how all important things are chosen. They're mundane until they're chosen.
100%. What happens next?
Again, do we know where we want to go?
Originally we were going to go back to Catalloy and then Tree Stride down to what? But now that we don't have the transportation.
There was some mention of the Elwood.
It's either going to be the Elwood
Yes.
or is it going to be the Oasis next to Fireforge, depending on if you guys wanted to stop by Fireforge or just go straight.
How many times a day can you?
Once.
Can we once per day?
Are we taking Fiddy back with us, or is Fiddy staying here to research and stuff?
No, Fiddy can move around on his own.
Yeah. So that means we can't do 2 stops today. We only can do the one. So if we're going to go and tell Catalloy what we're doing, then we need to stop there. If not, then let's just go to it.
We just tell Fiddy, and when Fiddy goes back, he can tell them.
All right. Well, yeah, wherever you guys want to be.
We would have decided that before we got to this point.
Yes, we're not having this discussion. What time I was like, this is our leadership. Great.
I want to go anywhere but the place that Rick has planned.
But
So
he
we go-
spoiled you
we go
because this world map, he has planned all of it.
So I think the reason for Elwood was to go by the Forbidden City, maybe, or to go past the Forbidden City and then jump with the wind walking to this island next to the monastery.
Okay, windwalk and trees and travel by plants are both 6th level spells. I can do.
I understand
one of them
that,
a day.
but the thing is, you can only tree stride somewhere you've been. So that's why we're going as close to the Silverous Isle as possible, and then we're gonna have to wind walk from there. So
yeah, I don't think we have time to stop in the Fireforge. So
okay. I measured it, and it's the same number of days trip-wise, based on how far we can go with Windwalk. If we go by Fireforge and then go around the mountains and then jump to Vostar and then go to Silver Isles, it's the same number of days as if we went to Elwood and then went east up to the Far East Isles and then down to Silver. It's the same amount of jumps. It's the same days travel.
DM question. For the Elwood, what sections do we know?
Oh,
Where did
that's
we
a good point.
come out of it?
You passed right through the middle, what they call the Serpent's Pass, which would be approximately, let me get the right drawing tool out. I need a line.
It's a line.
I would say about, not a very good line.
Okay. And I'm guessing we would remember as a group what kind of relationship we left with the people there in the Elwood, right?
It was, can't believe you survived the Serpent's Pass, and they escorted you through the Elwood. You did meet the Platinum Princess. Very briefly.
The Platinum Princess, was she hot?
I do love that I'm just hearing nouns that I've never heard before, so that's fun.
I'm hearing a lot of things I've heard before, but it's scaring me.
But they said to avoid going south, because that is the Darkthorn Briarwood, and nasty beasties live there.
That's where we need to go. All right. And then once we got out of the Elwood towards the eastern side, right? Towards the Fiery Peaks, right? That section of land there, was that... Well, I guess we could make it to the roads down too. It's not like the desert side, right? It's not like when we were traveling to Catalloy where it's just like...
Open desert.
open desert. It's kind of little more habitable land.
It's more like savannas and rolling plains. It seems like the most of the desert lives in Catalloy based on the curse that was given, but on this side, it still ails a bit from the dry, hot, humid air, but it's more of a savanna where during the summer it's super hot and dry, but it pours rain in the fall or spring. So you wouldn't have to really worrying to keep your armor cold. You wouldn't have to worry about that like you did when you came through the desert.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at the geography, it looks like it would be Tornadoville too.
Why would you? Yeah, why are you doing that?
You mean like monsoons or something?
No, tornadoes, not hurricanes. Like here in the Midwest, the reason why there's a lot of tornadoes in the Midwest in the United States is because of mountain ranges that kind of bring the cold air down from the north to the south, and that cold air is constantly being recycled with the warm air, and that's what causes those tornadoes. That's why the Midwest is the highest number of tornadoes in the world.
The tornado corridor or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's the same thing there. There's two sets of mountain ranges that kind of make this corridor, which would cause that.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to give you any ideas or anything like that.
Just so excited.
So
you're just talking foolishness. Everyone knows a wizard did it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is we're going by Fireforge now, right?
The Juju tree.
I like how you were so like you knew it was going to be a bad statement, so you just wrote it instead of saying it. That's funny.
He writes the bad puns.
That's actually a question. Does any fruits grow on this particular tree?
No fruits.
I mean, no matter where we go, if we go by Fireforge or we go by the Elwood, right? We're going to be traveling. We're going to be exiting as eastward from those places as possible, traveling for a day. We've got a tiny hut to spend the night in, and then we're wind walking in the morning. So it's up to you guys, just the path you want to take after that.
Is there a path with better stops where we can like food and fuel and all that stuff?
The Elwood.
Yeah, the Elwood's got a bunch of.
We can make it to a road.
Then we can sort of hop from city to city.
Yeah, Gray Barrow.
From Fireforge, there's just nothing but mountains.
We can go to Levant, Burton.
What Levant, Burton?
Borrow.
But the Fireforge
Leverton Barrow.
Oh wow, there's 2 Gray Barrows.
Wow.
Oh, remember the 2 twin cities? We need to let them know about each other.
The city of towers. Yeah, go there, start some fights.
All right. So I guess it's the Elwood.
Cool.
Okay. I think of a tree I saw in the Elwood.
Hopefully
I'm going to assume you want it near the edge. Yes. That is not a problem.
Sure, why not?
No, we want to go through the Serpent's Pass again.
Yeah, all the way across, harassed by the people who live there.
I think of a tree right next to the Temple of the Dragon.
You find yourself within mere moments, transported from one end of the world to the other, where it would be dark as you arrive within a few miles of the edge of this large wood, seemingly tracing your footprints from your early days on Eleren. What would you like to do?
The jet lag.
Man, tree lag's the worst. Well,
did we come out of the tree? I kind of want to.
Yeah, we got 6 seconds. Go.
Yeah, it's not. You can't rally.
Yeah, we're all lined up, conga line style.
Well, that was interesting.
Should we rest, my king, or would you like to push forward?
Damn it, Jamba, we're not. You don't have to keep calling me my king.
Everyone knows it's my liege.
Liege? Yes.
Hard G.
My liege. Liege.
Oh, it's going to be a long journey.
And you have to balance scrape when you're saying that.
I mean, it's...
Oh no! My friends are getting tiny!
Actually, we got gigantic during the travel. It's a side effect sometimes.
Torin just having PTSD from when he was stuck in this horrible garden, and then this place started burning. I didn't think about how it would be nighttime here.
And then a rock flew over.
Oh crap! I forgot. It's like what, GMT +8.
It's literally like morning for us, right?
Well, it was morning.
Do we want to travel through the night?
That
Well, it
seems
was night. I mean, how far can we really get?
Suppose rather than traveling in lands unknown to us, and maybe we just hang out here on the tree line.
I can.
Because we're only going to travel 20-some miles on foot.
Yeah,
I can.
but we
this
would have to
forest
wait.
is safe.
How many miles is each hex?
25, 24, 25, whatever, one day. I think I measured
So
it
we'd
at
move a
25.
hex.
I don't know these woods, so if you guys think it's safe.
Oh, so that's why you guys are measuring in terms of time instead of distance.
Yes.
Well, if we don't want to travel at night, I didn't really think about that. Then I can just make us a dome, and we can hang out in relative safety, and then I can remake it when it's time to sleep, because it'll last for 8 hours, and then I can do it again. It is a ritual, after all.
If you make the dome, can we move
Yeah,
in and out
y'all
of it, or
can.
do we have to stay
I'll
in
have
there
to
the
stay
whole time?
inside. If I leave, it'll dissipate. So, but if you're in it when I create it, you can exit and re-enter as much as you wish.
Because as grateful as I am for, the dome, it's a bit of a tight space to be spending the next 24 hours.
Yeah, you're not stuck inside. It'll be nice and comfortable, dry, warm. We should look around, see if there's a good spot to set it up.
Guy, did you bring twisty bread?
Sure. Yeah. Always. I always have ingredients for twisty bread. You can do it 4 times a day.
If you want to find a nice place to camp, give me a survival check. If you want to have a feast or at least some twisty bread, ask Guy for some twisty bread.
That would be for the morning,
Roger
not
that.
necessarily for. Yeah.
We had a
Nice.
morning.
Are you camping inside the tree line or outside the tree line?
I
At
vote
the tree.
outside.
I would
Right
like
outside.
outside too. Yeah.
All right. Did you make your way out of this dense wood? Thins out a little bit, and you make your way out onto the plains, this savanna. Though down here, it's a little less arid than it is up north towards Lindenson. You find yourself in what looks like a small depression where a hill looks like has been blown through the years, somewhat carved away by the wind and rain, where you find yourself. It looks like there is at one time a camp, but it's many weeks old. Small fire's been built there and rocks piled around, and the soot from the ash has long been since blown away from the wind, but you seem to find a decent place. It's about 50 yards outside of the woods.
Well, this seems as good a place as any. Well done, Caliban.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Jamba just follows Guy expectantly until bread is produced.
I do the customary stomp under the ground, take out my rapier and stab anything that looks suspicious, and then I pick a spot and use my ritual to cast it without using spell slot.
The traditional hut dance.
Oh no, I was actually thinking about Belladin doing his
Mm-hmm.
His dances.
the water breathing. No, not the water.
Yep.
Yeah, the water breathing dance.
The
Rituals.
anti-drowning dance.
But I remember he does it like I forgot what kind of dance it was, but I imagined it.
What's the watch situation going to look like?
I can take first.
Yeah, I mean it's night. Are we sleeping right now? I mean,
No. Yeah,
I mean,
'cause-
probably. Are we just going to keep watch all day
Yeah.
and then also all
Yeah.
night?
so we're just gonna be hanging out.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we're
not
all
gonna
awake
make you
for those
guys-
first 8 hours. Yeah.
Mechanically,
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you guys I'm going to stay up all night and then go to sleep at 8 a.m. because of the time zones. If you guys want to go to sleep, it'll count towards a long rest.
Okay.
Oh, so we can.
Yes, let's
We
go
can.
to sleep then.
And the wonderful thing about Magical Worlds is you can just forego jet lag and automatically adjust to the new time zone you're in.
Yep.
Part of the spell.
It is nighttime. Time to sleep.
All right,
Easy.
cool. I'll take first watch.
Uh,
I don't mind taking last watch because in the morning, at the end of that last watch, I'd start cooking.
Ooh, good point.
I guess I shall take a middle watch then. If
Torin
that
will
is
probably
what
stay
is
up
left.
with Silas and take a watch. Take Versus watch as well. Thing is how
I've got
usually
a
doesn't
plus
sleep
2,
right away.
so I don't know if you wanna help me or I'll help you.
I
Okay.
would help you.
Man,
I would recommend somebody staying watch with a guy, considering that he has no dark vision.
mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
May I roll with advantage or just straight roll?
Yeah, if you want to roll with advantage, that's not a problem. Or you guys can roll together.
I'm glad I have advantage. 15.
That's
And
15.
it's been a little while. I have 120 feet dark vision. I don't know if that's going to make a difference.
Yep. I would think it would make a difference. And in the first part of your watch, you see figures from within the woods moving from tree to tree. If you couldn't see so well at night, you would not be able to hear them or see them. They don't exit the tree line, but they just watch.
So Silas has never been to this part of the world, and he doesn't know what's in these trees. I don't know what their nature is, or I definitely can't leave the dome. Do I get
Torin's awake with you,
and
right?
I would elbow him and let him know what I'm seeing.
Torin's kind of zoning out, thinking about things. What is it, Silas?
I have to say, I'm might grateful we chose not to camp even on the edge of them trees, because there's figures moving from tree to tree in there, and there are quite a few. What can you tell me about their wood? I mean, obviously you went through it, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to tree shred.
Yeah, there's a people who live here.
People.
They and I tell him about our adventure coming out of the Temple of the Dragon, which Torin would definitely remember.
Great, let's
Once
hear
again,
it.
regale us with the story of how he withstood Dragon's Breath.
Oh, I remember that part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all remember that part.
Didn't we steal some horses from somewhere, and then it ended up being their horses?
Yep.
Oh,
At the bottom of
steal
the
is such a
ravine?
strong word.
Maybe
They
there
look
was
like
no
an
one there.
Abandoned farm or homestead or something.
So we were returning
And then
their
there were-
horses.
There were some horses that looked like they hadn't been fed in a while because they'd eaten all the food within the gates. And then you did pick up horses, and they wanted to know why the hell you were riding their horses.
Yeah, and then we explained that, they were abandoned and that we would return them. And then didn't they guide us through?
They did. They guided you all the way through and said, "Good luck. Don't come back."
Oh,
come back.
you came
Okay.
back.
That is a slightly different story.
Wait, didn't we save one of them from the temple as well? Or from the prison at the bottom
You
of the
saved.
temple?
Yes, you saved Amdala. What is her name? It's you saved
The
her,
ranger.
but her
right?
brother. Yeah, but her brother.
My old wife.
Her brother died in prison. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Why don't
So we-
why? Because I've got this necklace of the Elwood in my inventory.
So we returned their horses and one of their people, and they still said don't come back.
Did you guys not have a fight and help them fight in this woods? That's a different timeline.
All right.
Yep. No
Jamba,
fighting.
you got to stop talking about other parallel universes.
I'm confused, okay? It's too much
So
stuff happening.
Torin will explain that whole story and
Yeah,
say,
this is Eleren 616. That happened in a totally
Yeah,
different
yeah.
multiverse. Yeah.
stop talking about it or we're going to get an incursion. But yeah, they they helped us through the wood, but to be honest, they weren't the most friendly of people.
Is that what I'm seeing now? Because there's
If you're seeing people in the wood, then I'm guessing they've probably noted our presence and are making sure we're not going to, I guess, enter their wood.
I mean, Ugh, sorry.
Technically,
Yeah,
we
I was-
were in their
I was
woods.
about- I mean,
literally.
Caliban's asleep, but that is exactly what I'm gonna say. We showed up inside of it.
I guess. I mean, well, as long as we're not staying.
Well,
there.
I would suggest then that when we are flying from place to place, we at least stop by a couple forests on the way, so that way, if we have to come back to this part of the world, we don't show up in a forest in which you are told directly to never return to.
I mean, like I said, we returned one of their people and their horses, so they could have been a little more grateful. So I'm not really too worried about what exactly their demands are.
I mean,
of
I
us.
can't go with you, but you want to go outside and tell them because they're right there.
If they want to talk, they can come. If it comes down to it and we have to come back here and they have a problem with it, well, we have ways to deal with that as well.
All right.
So I suppose awakening one of the trees and having it leave with us would be a social faux pas
Why
at this
are you?
point.
I'm gonna poke the proverbial bear.
You know,
That's funny.
Caliban talks a lot in his sleep, but he has
Yeah,
some great
yeah.
ideas.
He's way more feisty when he's asleep than when he's awake. I gotta tell you.
Who's going to take the next watch?
Guy mentioned needing someone with dark vision to watch with him, but originally Jamba mentioned he would take middle watch.
Well, Caliban, can't you see at night?
Nope.
Well, I mean, we're in the dome.
All right, I guess Jamba takes watch.
All right, give me a perception check, Jamba. Well, is there anything that Silas and Torin wants to cover?
Oh, I will.
The people from
Yeah.
within the woods do not approach any
Okay.
closer. They do not leave.
I will let Jamba know about that. Also remind him not that he can leave, but he definitely shouldn't without waking us up. We don't need anybody disappearing in the middle of the night.
But I should stand guard
Nope.
outside to make sure
Nope.
they cannot approach. Right? No.
So okay, I
No.
didn't explain. I should have. I do apologize. Everyone else is used to this magic. I don't know if you've ever seen it before. Anything that was not inside with us, any other creature, or even objects, really, cannot enter this dome unless they were inside when I created it. So we all can leave and exit and all of our belongings. But if something else tries to come in, it cannot. It just physically cannot. So basically, the only reason to keep watch or to wake us up is if things are so bad that we need to wake up and defend ourselves. But unless we get surrounded by an army, there's not many reasons to worry. We've had animals or other creatures in the middle of the night, like, I don't know if it was wolves, but it was like wolves, came up and sniffed the dome and looked around it and trying to figure out what it was, but then they just left, right? Because they can't see us, they can't hear us. If you were on the outside of this dome, it would be the same. I can change the color, I can change whether we can look through it, whether things can see us on the inside. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But basically we use this because it's about as sure as protection as we can get, given the circumstances.
So just kill what approaches the
You
dome.
don't need to. You don't need to. You
No. Just watch what approaches
and
the
then
dome.
when
Okay.
if there's like an army or something really terrible is happening, then wake someone else up and let them know. And then if the two of you think the best thing is to wake everyone else up, then do that. Otherwise, just keep an eye out. I mean, basically, we're just so no one wakes up and is surprised. Like I told you about the things in the trees, so that way you're aware of it. But it wasn't a reason for us to wake everybody up. You know what I mean? I
See.
apologize. I talk a lot. I'm going to go to sleep now.
Right.
Give me a perception check, Jamba.
Jamba will keep stupid fake watch. Not very well.
Yep. You're used to the jungle, but not copse of trees like this. It's a little cold for you. You didn't like the coldness of the desert, but at least it was warmer than this. It's Alana said that they'd like you to stay they'd like the party to stay for the coronation, which usually happens around the new year, very much similar to our time zones. It is cold around the turn of the year, and you were pretty cold with your bare chest
Jamba has not learned about shirts. Not yet. No one has brought them.
He may have felt
yes.
how cold it was before the dome came up, but it's nice and warm in here.
I tried to step outside anyway. And
It'd be
decided
real
that was a
cold
bad
when you
idea.
went outside the dome. It'd be like, oh, God.
And a nippy.
Yeah, Jamba heard that the dome protects you, and he's like, I gotta get out of this thing.
Oh, yeah. It's never a good day to die in the dome, so it's antithetical to Jamba's very existence.
Yes, I dream of one day owning a shirt while keeping Fig Watch.
Caliban, while you sleep, have fitful dreams. So much so that it wakes you up. There's darkness all around you. And again, that lightning strike illuminates the landscape. Further from any woods, not near any savannas or plains, that large black, almost square stone that stands on the horizon. You hear the words, "He who bears the flame bears the burden. Fulfill your destiny. Follow the lower Ejed River. There you will find the place you seek. Enter below the Torzunder." The rain and the thunder fades away, and you either come awake for your watch or you sleep through the night. It depends on who Jamba wakes up.
Oh, well, Jamba will wake up Guy, because that's who volunteered. But if Guy, that's up to him what Guy does.
All right. Guy wakes up. Is it still dark?
Yeah, still dark.
All right. And Guy will leave the dome on the savannah side to go foraging and stuff to get ready for breakfast during his watch.
Make a survival check.
Survive.
You looking for berries, fruits,
Anything.
game?
Yep, anything.
All right. You start to look towards the savannah side, and you don't really find something as you search around. You look back towards the trees. You don't see anything. You remember passing through these trees, and there were some berries, some bushes growing in and around the trees. Plentiful wildlife. You think maybe you can go get some out of there.
On more near to the tree line, you're saying?
Yes.
Sure, let's go a little bit closer.
Stealth? No stealth. Just looking for the ingredients.
Just looking for the ingredients.
Give me a perception check.
Now, Guy does not have dark vision, so you want me to make it at regular or disadvantage?
You can make it at regular,
Okay.
unless you're doing it like really fast and you want to get through it. It's not a problem. 15. You find some within the bushes. You hear some rustling of the grass further into the tree line. You think that might be maybe some small game. The footfalls are very light, but you're able to get some of the edible fruits and berries from some of these trees, and you know that you boil some of this bark. It actually is edible too from the time you came through here last time. But you're able to gather enough what you need for breakfast without anything happening untoward, unless you want to follow the game and have a nice, robust breakfast.
Well, so all that Jamba did was wake Guy up saying that it was his turn. Guy knows nothing about people watching. So Guy would probably think it's a game and check it out.
Could Guy not remember being told never to come back to the forest?
As the player, I wasn't here for that. I don't even know. I'm not quite sure if Guy was here for this.
Yep, Jamba definitely assumed that Guy would know already. I'm sorry.
So I'm asking everybody else, was Guy really here for this when you guys went through the Elwood? Because Guy wasn't a part of that group that did the dragon and everything.
I think we did that
with
at Richard's house.
Yeah, I personally probably was not there, and Guy may have stayed behind. That's the thing. Because at one point, remember, I was following the group.
Yeah, because you stayed with I keep wanting to say Bedouin, but because there was a few games you couldn't make for some reason.
Oh, you stayed with the Gamas.
Mm-hmm.
I could have swore he was in the when the dragon breathed on you guys.
So not only did Jamba didn't say anything, but he also doesn't know about about this either. Then, if that's the case,
I thought you did make it though. By the time we got to the dragon, though.
nope. I distinctly remember. I would remember being in a game with a dragon.
Fair enough.
You make your way further into the woods. Wait, give me another perception check. Audibly, you're not really looking. This is more of hearing. About between the trees, the boles of the trees in this thinner part of the woods, you see a dark figure, humanoid in shape, move from one tree to the next. And then from behind him, you look like another figure moves from right to left. And you hear the tension of a catgut string from a longbow. What do you do?
If there's time, then Guy will click his heels.
All right, yeah, you click your heels.
And then, do I know where the sound? Oh, I know where the sound and where the shadows came from, right?
Yes, into the woods.
Into the
30
woods,
feet,
and it's clear that
feet.
it's not game at this point.
Yes, they look like humanoid shapes, humanoid shadows.
And what color is the dome?
Apparently, he camouflaged it so it cannot be seen from the outside. So probably sand colored.
Then Guy will I guess dash and yeah, the other direction, back to the dome.
Faster than probably anything that anybody who might be keeping an eye on you in these darkened woods, you go, 90, 100 something feet in 5 seconds, quickly exiting the tree line out onto the savannah, assuming where you're near or at least nearby the dome. You'd probably be able to find it when the sun starts coming out. You continue your search of the area for additional game and nuts.
No, I would, when I dome, I wake everybody up because, hey guys, there's people in the tree line.
What?
There's people hiding out in the tree line. They're watching us. And they almost shot.
It's the people of the Elwood. We told Jamba about it when he took over the watch.
Silas said that's not a problem. Why wake up for them?
Nobody told me about it.
Did you go to them?
I was, and then I heard a bowstring. Somebody drawing a bowstring. So I figure I didn't want to stick around.
How come Guy can go outside and Jamba cannot?
I didn't tell you not to go outside.
Jamba glares at Silas.
Silas is asleep, and also Silas never told you not to go outside. He said you didn't need to. He told you not to go off on your own like Guy just did, so that way you get killed by yourself in the middle of the night and no one knows about it. But that's it.
Just don't enter the woods.
As Guy wakes you guys all up, it smells like ozone in the dome. And anything that was laid on the ground is now wet.
Silas, is that normal?
That shouldn't be possible.
Can I imagine when Guy rushed into the dome also, that the berries and stuff he had with him didn't go with him, and they kind of all fell to the ground?
I mean, do you want to Benny Hill it? Because if you were trying to still hold on to it, you'd get stuck.
Yeah, Caliban, you come awake as part of this conversation, and that familiar smell of fresh lightning strikes and smell of rain, and you're drenched. You're absolutely soaked.
Yeah, but I'm always kind
more
of
than normal. Yeah, more than normal.
Was I having a dream about lightning and water?
Caliban must have been sweating during the night.
Well, if you're going to keep doing that, you're going to have to sleep outside because it is downright gross in here.
And after
he must had a wet dream. But
I mean, in a very different way than usually that means.
Torin just sighs and walks into the woods unarmed. No armor, just shedding his armor and just walking
I mean, who
right
wants
into
to
the
take you
woods.
10 minutes?
Yes, my king,
Who
that
wants
is
to
the
take you 10
spirit.
minutes to put on armor?
And as you're having this conversation, the sun starts to rise and the dome drops and you guys get a long rest.
Nice.
No further sight or signs of the people out in the wood, and the day is yours.
Let's see. Treats. 4 treats. So any 4 of you.
Aw.
I assume Jamba's already eating his.
That's it.
Yeah.
Jamba sadly puts the other 3 back in your hands.
He's eating enough for 3 people.
I mean,
He's
I don't
fully
know
eaten
why you're
his
saying
already.
4. There's only 3.
Yeah, so just make sure if you when you eat it, you add that 4 temporary hit points.
What? It makes you not die fast? What is this
I
nonsense?
feel
I think you should have one guy as well.
and the king. The 3 people who might,
All right.
actually get hit. Best case scenario, anyway.
Oh, and I'll toss out good berries to everybody.
Thank you.
So I have a question for Caliban.
Hmm.
Do you discuss any of this stuff with your party?
I've already kind of told them why we're going to this place.
Okay.
Okay, so we know why he has his wet dreams.
I don't know if we've. It's been like I know you've said that you had a vision, right?
Yeah, several.
But I don't know if we've, discussed that you make it rain inside a magical dome when you dream.
Explain
Well,
to
I don't think that's ever happened before.
He didn't so
And
much
what in cold did
make
not
it
happen,
rain.
you must explain.
Because he doesn't have one of those dollar bill guns. He just like exuded moisture from his very being. And like had static electricity ozone coming off of his body. Like he's just exuding a lightning storm from his person.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Pigpen has like a dust storm
There
following
you go.
him.
That's a good connection.
But if Caliban doesn't bring it up, Torin's not going to bring it up right away.
Jamba's used to being confused. This is fun.
He's just munching on his twisty bread.
So as you eat your bread or save it for later and finish your breakfast, the day is yours. What happens next?
Cloud time.
I'm consulting the map. Where do we think we would like to go? There's a number of.
I mean, ideally, if we could make it to one of these towns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, all these towns are within easy.
Yeah, it's like
easy
600
reach.
miles, right? Like we could go to any of those towns.
We could
Yeah,
do
550.
Roughly 550, 545. So
Well, I guess
whichever of these, Grey Barrow, Aubrey Swin, Deep Wake, and Orb
and we can
Witch.
get to Well Dive.
yeah, I
from any
mean,
of them.
I guess stopping. Can we fly through the mountains like that? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we're flying.
Going
we're
to
trying
Grey
to go to
Barrow.
And Well
Going
Dive
to-
is our next destination.
Or Bridge Strand, we could get a bit further.
Unless
Yeah,
we go to Grey Barrow and then Grey Barrow.
That's
Lots
too
of
far.
trouble then.
We'd be camping out somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, from Well Dive we could then
Yeah.
jump to LeVar Burton. Yeah.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
We go to the Lost.
Well, supplying
Well,
up in Orb, which
I
makes the
think
most sense.
I thought we were trying to get down to like
Yeah, so we could
Thornhold,
go
so we could go across.
if we're
the
not going to
Drakengard.
Forbidden City, because that was supposed to be something cool. Then yes, we could just go down southeast from Grey Barrow.
That's another
yeah,
option.
we could just jump from city to city down, and then jump across Thornhold to Drakengard, and then from there.
Well,
Well, either way, Orb
Caliban,
makes the most sense now.
yeah, you're the one sweating lightning.
Sweating lightning,
So,
and we can't talk to each other once we're in the air, so we need to be in agreement.
so if you want to stop by the Forbidden City before we go to this river that you need to go to, that's up to you. But I think Orb Witch either way, right? First.
Yeah, Grey Barrow or Orb Witch, it doesn't really matter.
Grey Barrow might be the bigger city. I say this knowing nothing, but the fact that it's like it's the last stop before it goes east.
It's a barrow,
right? Like that's the last city before you head east. That would probably be a major hub of some kind, either trade or I don't know. We know nothing.
I mean, I'm just saying, if we go to Grey Barrow, we can then at some point also go to Grey Barrow.
And we need to start a fight between those two cities, really.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then Grey Barrow it is. Begin our conquest.
Yeah, if we do that, we can actually. Well, we could skip the other Grey Barrow.
I also just love how like I'm just imagining Rick has like the journal pages open inside Foundry, and we keep mentioning different names, and he keeps clicking on different tabs and then closing the other one as we like disgusted.
Can you hear me click?
I practically can, yeah.
We start flying. We land in Ash End. Good luck.
Caliban just veers a hard right, and we go to
Just for
Ashminster.
fun.
Did you say hurricanes? Yep, we get blown.
I know,
wherever
man.
we
The
do.
worst thing that can happen is a hurricane when we're flying.
We can fly
is
above them.
Tornadoes.
Right. Wrong natural disaster.
We just avoid trailer parks. Okay, so I guess Grey Barrow.
All
All right, as you
And
Well,
that's actually that's pretty close, actually, relatively speaking.
you come along the road, there are several caravans going north. Or, well, I'll ask you: Are you following the road, or are you just going to go straight there?
Following the road's probably a good idea.
And if we're wind walking, right? So
I'm
then
following the cloud in front of me, so it's up to
Then-
Caliban, really.
then Guy will have casual one-sided conversations
Yep.
the entire
The
time
whole
with
way.
everybody
We
except
just
to
can't turn
Jamba.
it off.
Jamba still does not know this exists. He's just flying happily.
And as you make your way along the road, there's some horse-drawn carriages, wagons going north and south. You follow the roads. It's a relatively big lake, but all these towns seem to be fishing towns. They subsist on fishing out of the lake. You are getting near the end of your wind walk, so you can tell me if you want to appear right in the middle of town or if you want to walk the last mile or whatever.
It'd be better
Yeah,
if we didn't freak out the locals too much.
Yeah, at least not right away. It's going to happen eventually, but
I wonder if they fish eels out of this lake.
No eels.
You apparate into your corporal form from the mist you were, and you find a small fishing town. Probably a town more. Definitely not a large city, more of a fishing village holding, maybe 1,000 people through the farming communities that are on the outskirts and the more urban areas, which are just dirt-packed roads. And you make your way on dirt-packed roads. People are coming and going, giving you a friendly nod and a smile. Mostly humans, but they're intermixed, different races, halflings, earth genasi, water genasi, changelings that you don't know that exist. And you're making your way into this town. What do you want to do?
Is there any signs that actually say Grey Barrow? I just want to make sure of this.
No, there's no real signs that say Grey Barrow. Well, you can give me a perception check as you look around the different merchant buildings, shops, etc. If you want to do that. Doesn't appear to be anything that outright says, "Hey, this is Grey Barrow."
Okay, cool. Just curious if people are like casually smiling and like waving at us. I would probably eventually ask one of them, what's the name of this town? Does it have a name?
Grey Barrow, named after the Grey Barrows. The young son ventured out this way, and it is said that once the mountains fell to the west, the rivers opened up, and from the swamp, it drained into this river. The town kind of grew up around it.
Oh, that's an interesting story. So I guess the town kind of thrives around this river. I assume that you guys get a lot of resources from it.
We do. We were able to. Well, most of the stuff we eat is some kind of fresh fish found in the fresh waters. It's filtered as it comes downriver, and so we don't have to worry about the swamp that's out that way. So we've been in here for a while. You new in town? Or are you looking for something to drink and maybe something to eat?
Well, yeah. So I'm curious what's coming out of this lake, and Guy will go through his pack and then take out his guild letter, for being a chef and stuff, and says, "Well, if I'm kind of on a culinary quest, as you can say, trying to discover new eats, along the countryside."
Oh, you should definitely check in at the Hungry Crocodile. And she points up the street. The owner's Ridgeway Dragon Breath. You'll know why they call him that once they get there. They have some specials. You should certainly give it a visit.
Ridgeway Dragon Quest. Well, Mighty obliged. Thank you very much. Even though he doesn't really speak that way, it's just like suddenly.
Have a good
Well,
day.
guys, you too, miss, ma'am, sir.
Sir,
Sir. All right, guys. We
Come on,
have
have a good day.
you too.
Guy, how is that book that you're writing coming? What was it called again? Taverns, Pubs, and Saloons?
Yeah, it's that's why I like making these stops. I'm trying to
What's that?
hopefully maybe I'll bring up a town myself and call it Flavor Town.
Yeah. You always mention that every time when
Boo.
we were working at that inn. Would you be the mayor?
I wish we were in person and I had a tomato right now because I'd throw it at this little theater happening.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm not sure if I'd be the mayor of Flavor Town.
As you make your way further into the town, you come upon a relatively plain looking tavern. Doesn't seem to be any kind of inn connected to it. On the front is a picture of a crocodile chasing after the bottom of what looks like tiefling, and the dragon's trying to bite its bottom, and it says painted the hungry crocodile. Does anybody speak Draconic?
I think we've had this discussion.
Yes, Jamba speaks Draconic for no reason.
And underneath where it's written in common, it says the hungry crocodile in Draconic.
This might be what you're looking for, guy.
Well, I guess let's you guys all want to go in, and then from here we could probably map out what we want to do next.
Sure, I mean, we have... How long did it take us to get here?
Outside of the 8 hours, and you walked in a mile, took you average walking speed 2 miles an hour, so 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Okay. So we've got like a little bit of the evening left
Yes.
before it's like super dark. All right. I guess we can see what this town's about. What did they say they served here, guy?
Looks like tiefling.
I really don't think they're serving tiefling.
Jamba shrugs.
So we all walk
On the
in.
front,
Yeah.
on the front as you walk in, it looks like there's a chalkboard, and it says today's specials: Voltal's famous sherry, famous for its potency and vile taste. 5 gold pieces a bottle, and for food, for dinner for the evening, roast sparrow and licorice. Small roasted sparrows smothered in licorice sauce, favorite of the rich.
Is that how they were killed? They were smothered in licorice sauce?
Sounds weird.
Well, let's
Sounds
grab a
gruesome.
table. I can't wait to try this stuff.
And as you make it in, it's I wouldn't say run down, but it's, a frontier town that subsists on fish and apparently whatever is they're having here at this hungry crocodile. You assume that there might be crocodiles in this lake, or at least up the river, and you see a dragonborn. It's got a copper-colored skin with green accents around his ridge and horns. He's got his back turned, talking to the chef. As the door comes open, the remaining light of the evening flashes through, and he looks back over his shoulder. Oh, good evening. Welcome to the Hungry Crocodile. I'm Ridgeway. What can I get for you? Have a seat, please. And he points to the
Thank you.
few tables that are open and washes his hand with his towel and drops it on the bar, or what looks like a desk that's made his bar, and he makes his way over to your group. Oh, good evening. What can I do for you?
So, we're just passing through, and somebody down the road recommended this place as I'm looking for new culinary delights, and Guy will take out his guild letter again and show Ridgeway. Kind of want to check this place out.
A chef, huh? He looks over your guild letter and holds it back up, or at least however you had it, and hands it back to you, and he goes, yeah, come on, right this way. Let me show you the kitchen. I'll tell you, we brought some stuff here from Drangard you would not believe. Come on. And he starts to lead Guy back, very familiar to the rest of the party, back into the kitchen of this place. And he's leaning over you, Guy, and he's like, yeah, I've brought some of the spicy stuff that we have in Dragon Garden mixed with this relatively unique fare. I mean, it's on one of the major thoroughfares that we head to that heads to, the capital, but we're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. And
now is that special of yours really a special?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, you can have that or you can have the fish.
Well, what do you recommend?
The roasted sparrow and licorice is fantastic. It's a spicy black licorice that one of the chefs back in Drangard, my brother actually, he came up with it. We kind of grew up together, and he wanted to stay back there. He got kind of in with hottie toddies, and that stuff's not for me. I'm kind of more of a guy that makes his own way. So it came out this way. Yeah, it's a delicacy, so they say.
Why don't you go ahead and get my friends over there each that special then, and that one bottle of what you had on that special as well.
Oh, Votal's famous sherry. That's my brother Votal's. Votal. It's his Votal's famous sherry. So yeah, we can get something. And he gestures to as you walk into the kitchen to what looks like serving boy in the back, another dragonborn, very similar complexion to him, except for he's got more copper than green colored skin and scales. Table 4 over there. Let's get 3 of the sparrow specials and 1 bottle. And be sure to tell them to go easy on the bottle. Not make sure that big guy doesn't drink it all, because it's pretty potent, let me tell you. And this dragonborn is probably 6.5 foot tall. And he's got his hand on your shoulder, leaning in towards you, guy, and telling you about, we used to, there's some spice that we used to produce from the mines over there.
Huh.
Have it imported. It's kind of expensive. So
before the sun leaves, I make sure I give him 2 plat and to ask him, take care of the guys. 2 plat. Oh, good. Okay. So that's 12 plus 5, 18. Oh, it's a nice tip. Very nice. Then he looks and he smiles, and his papa nods to him, and he starts piling on the trays in fast fashion and heads out towards the dining room. You guys see this shorter dragonborn, but looking very similar to the person who led guy off back towards the kitchen, come in. Your friend there with the chef's hat on said we should, he wanted to make sure you guys got the special, and he also said, and he points at Jamba, don't drink all this stuff because it'll really get you drunk. It's really strong, so go easy. Eat it with some food.
So I can drink it all if I eat?
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do what you like to do.
Sounds good.
Torin raises an eyebrow towards Jamba, grabs 2 of the shot glasses. First one down loses.
Silas shakes his head and just walks to a separate part of the tavern and just starts playing his music. He's not going to try and make any money. He just wants to get away from all this machismo.
Okay. He sets down some food for each one of you. This roasted sparrow and licorice, the spice licorice. It smells good. It seems relatively fresh, like they're getting ready for the night rush. And they're, every few minutes, 1 or 2 people walk in the small town. You figure not a lot of them go out of their way to spend this much on dinner and drinks. Few people come in now and then, obvious travelers and or merchants making their way through. And there's an easy place where you can just set up. It's almost like they have a karaoke and or magic mic and or acoustic open mic area where you can set up and you start playing your music.
I meant something else when you said magic mic.
Different kind of stage.
Look.
So you guys drinking this? You guys are drinking this booze? Yeah, not yet. You guys are drinking the booze?
Oh yeah. If we got it, I've poured around for me and Jamba. I'm not even eating yet. We're just.
I have a feeling it's like Indiana Jones, where they're like he takes one and then he sits there and stares at the person across the table.
Jamba has finished his little sparrows while the liquor's being poured, but he shall.
There's sparrows might be little, but there's a lot of them, and this licorice sauce is spicy. And you taste it with the sherry, which is very sweet, but it seems like there's probably some brandy in this, and it's really like your belly starts to warm. As we switched back to Guy, and the Ridgeway is there having a conversation with you on the finer points of making this, where they get the spice from, who's his supplier, how you cook it, how you make it. There's just one section of the kitchen where they're making this special. Everything else is fish.
And how do you hunt these swallows? Seem to have a lot of them.
They come in off the lake. You can just, heck, we go out there right now, you can probably see a bunch of them. My wife she's a bit, I don't know what, he wiggled his fingers like magical. She just shoots them out of the sky. It's kind of beneficial.
That's nice.
She's probably out there right now just collecting some of them. But, this area's, the lake's really clean. And I mean, it gets the filters, the water filters, the water coming out of the mountains that seeps through the swamp, cleans out any of that other stuff up there. But yeah, it's pretty, water's pretty clean. Are any of the locals having specials? Nope. They're all having fish because it doesn't cost 3 gold pieces a plate.
Oh, okay.
So if from what Guy is seeing and tasted from the specials, is it truly as good as he expected?
It is good. It is different, which is probably why he's trying to charge an exorbitant price for the special. Tell about the exotic land, Volstar across the sea, and Dragon Guard, where he's from, and his brother who cooks for the royalty over there. You're not really sure. You can make me an insight check to see.
Oh my god, this special cost a silver piece before we walked in, and he saw a bunch of rubes walk in, and now it's 3 gold a plate.
Seems to be on the up and up. He's very proud of it. Probably charging more, but the prices were listed on the chalkboard out there.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it went higher as we walked in. It was listed. 3 gold was on the list.
Yeah, correct.
But no one else in this.
The locals are having the
you
fish.
You said no one else can afford it.
The locals are having the fish. But there were some merchants. There's some people having. Looks like a couple or at least 2 people having a business dinner that are also having this. At least
probably having their anniversary dinner or something.
Not necessarily having the sherry. Are you guys drinking the sherry some more?
Yeah,
until one of us quits.
Torin keeps pouring it. He'll offer it towards Caliban and Silas if they want him.
Sure, what
You
not?
gonna drink that, Caliban?
Sure, doesn't seem to be hurting them any.
You gonna partake of the second shot?
Sure.
All right, everybody make con saves on the second one.
I'm not even at the table.
If you get a +5 next to me, or +3?
What is your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier is +3. So you get a +3.
Yep, it's good. Doesn't seem as spicy as you guys go through it, but seems to work. Seems to get less spicy the more you drink.
It's killing off our taste buds.
Maybe. No, it actually complements the food really well. But as the party continues to drink, it's like, hey, I'm going to take a shot of whiskey. Ooh, that's really bitter. Oh, the second one, that's not so bad. And the third one, oh, this is easy peasy.
As Guy looks around the kitchen and stuff, he also will make sure that that no health violations are being being committed.
Make a perception check or investigation, whichever one you want. Yeah, it looks like everything's all up and up. The fish look fresh. The sparrows look relatively fresh. There's nothing in there that smells funny or has been sitting here for a while. It looks like they probably get this stuff the day of, whether it's in the morning or the night before, to prepare it for the day's meal.
Guy will ask
hand to mouth.
Guy will ask Ridgeway, well, how about we trade? Why don't you show me the recipe of that sparrow, and maybe I could show you a fish recipe.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. Yeah, I think that's good. Come on over here. And he pushes away some of the other help that's in there helping prepare the meal. And well, it's just one guy, scoots him out of the way, and he starts going through the finer points of the licorice. And the licorice is dipped in this sherry, which is why it becomes spicy. It doesn't continue to hold the sweetness of it. And he continues to show you, or at least give you the recipe for his, what is it? What was it? What did I call it? The roast sparrow and licorice.
Yes, and if possible, I ask like how he sourced the ingredients. Like for instance, like the licorice, where he gets the licorice from, and like, oh, is it on the plains outside? And you guys, stuff like that.
Yeah, he tells you that he gets it from Brimstone Edge, or at least the woods outside of Brimstone Edge on Volstair, which is to the north of Drakengard. At least that's where his brother gets it, and his brother gives him some extra. And then he sends it across on the boats from Drakengard to Thornhold and makes its way up here.
That would make sense on the importing costs. It's not sourced like absolutely locally. So yeah, that would make sense for 3 gold.
What is the rest of the party doing? Well, Guy is in there living his culinary best dream.
Torin takes a tentative smell of the food and tries it because he doesn't like licorice, but he doesn't like fish even more. So,
and it's black licorice, but it's spicy black licorice.
Jamba's favorite.
Yeah, and the meal is good. And as you guys continue to power through the bottle,
shot, before eating.
Give me a con save.
Oh yeah.
Does Caliban partake in the 3rd shot?
Sure. Doesn't want to be left out.
All right. Boom, natural 20.
Yet I still rolled higher.
Caliban, you're beginning to feel.
Yeah, you
Plus
gave him a +3.
Oh yeah, +3. Yeah, that's true. You're not my
Caliban. This is pretty potent stuff. And while Torin and Jamba look like they're having a drinking contest, you're like, maybe not drink too much more, but that's completely up to you. You're feeling a little bit lightheaded and getting a little hungry. How does Caliban's persona? What is his persona like when he gets a little bit sauced?
I never thought about that.
Does he overshare?
No, I think he just kind of sits there and with a dumb grin on his face, just kind of finds everything a little bit funny.
Yeah, and several minutes later, well, closer to an hour later, as you guys are continuing to eat your meal, Guy comes back to the table with a fresh plate of this sparrow smothered in licorice, and you see Caliban sitting at the table with a grin on his face, and his hair, which is normally lays flat from the water that's, the liquid that it usually is, his hair is kind of floating up towards the ceiling a little bit in a little bit of disarray. But how does the rest of the dinner go? Or if there's anything you guys want to know or learn while you're having dinner or converse about.
One thing I think we need to know is obviously this place is just a tavern, so we need to ask for the local inn.
Do we not sleep?
Take that Ridgeway guy back here. He said he's from Drakengard.
Yeah, I can do that.
We're going to Drakengard. You should tell us about Drakengard.
Caliban's been smiling like that for the past 10 minutes.
Come on, I want to hear more about Drakengard.
I mean, do you really guard dragons there?
He walks out.
Guard against dragons there.
Well, the dragons guard against everything else.
Oh, so you got dragons?
Yeah. I wouldn't take a hostile ship or pirate ship or anything like that and try to sail over there. Like I told Guy here, my brother is a chef to royals. Well, it's actually more like a military hierarchy. You see, he's technically in the service. He just makes the food because he's pretty good at it. But it's mostly ruled by guys like me. There is a council of worms, if you will, that of all the different chromatic and metallic dragons. But They have a relatively, I don't know if you'd say it, sour disposition on these folks over here in Anazera. So, I mean, it's as you would think it might be, a military city of dragons and dragonborn.
I see. How they feel about outsiders?
Oh, there's plenty of outsiders and don't cause them trouble and spend some money. I mean, it wouldn't take any difference. There's plenty of people. And he gestures around the table. Plenty of different diverse races, halflings, Genasis, more dragonborn, of course. There's more people in the service there, but they won't have any problems unless you cause problems. I don't think you guys would be up to causing any problems. If my friend Guy here is any kind of source of your disposition, he nods towards Guy.
Do they have any laws against giant bats?
Caliban just starts laughing when you say giant bats.
Not really. I doubt they'd clears his throat. Must have had a sherry himself. Says, no, the dragons would probably take care of it or take care of them if they're flying around the city.
That makes sense.
Jamba will take care of them.
I
Where's
just do it like an X-name motion to Jamba, like don't talk about killing dragons in the dragon book.
The bats, not the dragons. Unless the dragons want some. But Jamba is now masked for killing.
Are you just
which port town would be the best to go off to head to Drakengard?
Is it Grey Barrow?
You mean the one out there by the coast? I mean, that's a much bigger place than this. It's as good as any other one. It depends on, and he looks at your accoutrement of different items. I mean, if you head out through Ravenfist, a couple islands that you can come across. Some probably best to avoid because there's some pirates that tend to go amongst them unnamed islands. But I mean, if you head from Claywatch and take a boat across, you can get to Brimstone Edge, and well, it seems you might want to have a little bit of, and he wiggles his fingers again, magical stuff. You know, the Tower of Enchantment's right there, and they got, well, if you have the coin, and if you're having this kind of food here, you probably do. You can make your way to the Tower of Enchantment. You might be able to find some baubles.
So pirates, you say, huh? Sounds
Pirates.
Sounds fun.
They're mostly closer towards Raven's Fist. They don't get close to the dragons.
Ah, Raven's Fist. All right. Sounds good. How do you feel about pirates, Jamba? And I pour in another round. This is the third shot we've taken in them since this guy's gotten back, by the way.
All of your foes will die to my glaive.
That's what I like to
So at this point, you're probably reaching the bottom of this bottle. Make me another con save.
I tell Jamba to go drink like 15 feet away from me.
Only a 23. My Lord's blessing is no longer on me.
Yeah, Torin, you're getting a little lightheaded. Jamba is got his game face on, or at least his mask, as he's drinking his shots. He doesn't seem to bother you too much there, Jamba, but you're almost 7 feet tall, so.
Yeah, I mean, the shirtless giant with the flame tattoos across his body is doing all right.
But the night wears on, and the Ridgeway will ask you any other specific questions you're looking for. He mentions that there's a tavern down the way, or an inn down the way called the One Fiddle, or you can shack up in the back near where the boat is if you prefer.
Is
They're going bar hopping.
Do they sell booze at this other establishment?
It's not as good, of course.
Well, if that's the case, we'll buy one more bottle before we leave, and I give him another plat.
All right. And he puts it in his bartender apron and heads back and comes out with another wooden decanter of this sherry, the Votal's famous sherry.
Or another round. Let's go. Is there any rumors around town that we should know about?
No, I mean just the usual of this person chasing after this young lady being married and such, but I kind of stay away from that kind of stuff.
No missing persons or hidden cults or threats from mysterious mages.
No, nothing like that. Them are for the storybooks.
I'm sorry. I should have noticed you didn't have a question mark over your head. Or but yeah, pour another shot.
Make a con save or get hammered and carried out by your friends.
I would like to remind the paladin that he can neutralize poisons with lay on hands.
That's cheating.
Oh no, Torin is definitely wanting to get hammered. Silas starts speaking, and I'm like, play Freebird, damn it.
I was going to give you Bardic Inspiration, but not after that.
Yeah. Caliban will create a small flame in his hand, when he hears
Light it up,
Freebird.
Yeah, and as Torin pitched back the shot, he passes out, and the Dragonborn looks back at Guy and Ridgeway, looks towards Jamba. Bit of a lightweight, huh?
Don't speak about my king like that.
Oh, my mistake. But you're gonna have to carry him out.
Yep. Jamba tosses Torin over one shoulder, grabs the bottle. To the next tavern, guys.
Guy will.
I don't have much, right? So probably a lot.
It's true.
Guy, as everybody leaves, Guy will give Ridgeway a two-handed shake to thank him for the swap-in recipes.
And we really appreciate it. Anytime you want to come there, swap stories and any recipes, more than welcome. Thank you.
And what's your brother's name again? Maybe if I'm in the area, maybe I could kind of challenge him to an Iron Chef battle.
He laughs. If you can get close to him, he's kind of in the capital. His name's Vital. Tell him you able to get to him. Just tell him Ridgeway sent you. And he tells you something in Dragonborn, and just tell him that, and he'll be able to help you out.
All right, I guess Guy will just learn it phonetically.
Jamba would have understood it.
Yep, as if he was there, as he's carrying Torin out the front door with his booze.
And
What's Silas
don't
doing
you
during this?
forget it.
Silas will follow.
What is Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Should you guys make your way out the door?
Tavern without the crew. I'll follow behind them just to make sure someone's got to stay sober.
Did you have any
Hopefully
dinner,
someone-
or are you just living off the good berries?
Yeah, I don't need to eat because of the good berry. So just, I'm technically the spy master, and I've got the ear to the ground feature from my background. So I'd probably just be keeping an eye out. And if I see someone who looks like they have some information, maybe a local, what does it say here? It said it could be, rough and tumble folks of the streets, criminal underworld element, or even members of high society would be a contact, because I can find someone in any city I visit according to this feature. So I'd probably just be keeping a lookout for someone who might look like they know some information. But I'm also noticing that what's it called? The innkeeper seemed to provide them a lot of good information, both about the city and Drakengard. So it may not even be necessary.
Okay. You see a lot more well-dressed merchant traffic than normal coming into this place or leaving this place or having dinner at this place. A few around the back, there are a few wagons that don't look like they're used for farming. That's about as much covert information that you get.
Supply lines, maybe between the two brother cities. Okay.
And you make your way down the street, because it's literally one long street that's up against the lake. And you come to the One Fiddle Inn.
Hey, look, it says fiddle.
Yeah, Fitty, you can got the fishies. Mm-hmm.
If you're over his shoulder, you're saying that into his butt.
Yep.
So it's just muffled.
Jamba's butt is honored.
Wanna go home, Fitty? Take us home.
Let's walk in. Let's get some rooms.
You head in. It's sun's gone down since the time you've had dinner. There is what looks like human sitting at the desk, writing something in a journal or on a piece of paper as you walk in. There are a couple tables, looks like more like breakfast nooks, but a human male wearing a simple amber tabard and some pants, tied with a rope, looks up. Oh, welcome. What can I do for you?
Oh, we're looking some rooms for the night. We have some people here. As he points over his shoulder to who are a little bit over inebriated.
Oh, you're not here to cause any trouble, yes?
No, that's the reason why we're here. So he specifically doesn't cause any trouble.
How many rooms do you need?
Trouble?
Looks back. Let's. How many of us are there? There's 4 of us or 5?
It's 5 of us.
5 of us. Get 3 rooms.
Okay. That'll be 1 silver, 5 copper, please.
All right. And then 1 silver, 5 copper, and he will give him a gold.
Would you like breakfast with this? Just some grains and breads and some fresh goat's milk.
Sure.
Okay, I'll put this towards it. Name is Marcus. If you need anything, just come on down. And he hands each one of you a key who needs a key and points up, or it's like towards the back. And looks like there's a hallway that leads back with rooms on each side.
All right. What do you guys want to do? Go ahead and go to sleep. It's all up to you guys. Please don't all at once.
We still have drink and food. And Jamba shows you the rest of the bottle and the sparrows that he put in his pouch.
I'm gonna flash detect magic on. See if there's anyone. Is there anyone in this main room, or is it just the proprietor?
It's just the proprietor at this time.
Okay.
But doesn't appear to be any magic.
Thank you. Well, I'm down to sleep. The sooner we sleep, the sooner we can head out in the morning and get on the next leg of this journey.
Cool. Why don't you, Jamba, why don't you go ahead and share that room with Torin there, keep after him. And maybe Silas, you could probably do the same for
Caliban.
or Caliban there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
All right.
I shall protect
You guys head to your rooms. Is there anything you guys would like to do before passing out, or at least those of you who are
I'd
going to pass out?
polymorph Caliban into a yak because he'd probably fail his save with being drunk. Like, no, I'm just kidding. I do not mess with my friend while he's drunk. No, I just
The weirdest dream.
Because I'll just polymorph you back.
I just wake up and there's just 2 yaks.
And then in the morning, guy opens the door, and all he sees is 2 yaks.
It's like, oh, breakfast.
And as you guys head to your rooms and the night takes you, we'll go ahead and take a 10-minute break. Be right back. As you wake in the morning, some of you with more severe hangovers than the morning comes, there's no issues. You head down into common area where there are a few chairs and small tables and breakfast nooks where you can eat buttered bread and have goat's milk since you paid for it earlier. And now the day is yours. What happens next?
You guys just want to head out?
Yeah. Do we have reason?
Might as well. No reason to stay.
All right. Well, do we want to move away from the city so we don't cause a ruckus? I mean, I heard tale of giant bats.
Actually, when you guys woke up Caliban this morning, he was a giant bat.
That does explain a lot about the smell of the room we were in.
I mean, coming into town, we don't want to cause a ruckus, but leaving town? Do we want to?
Yeah, make an exit. They remember.
Also, Caliban wakes up wet and ozone smelling. I can't even imagine that as a wet bat that's ozone smelling as well. That's awful.
It's wrong.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
giant.
Rick, does he wake up like that every morning, or is that just? Is that every morning? Okay.
Not every morning.
All right.
No.
I just wanted to check because I'm rooming with him.
Nope,
Because then
not
we're
every
going to start
morning.
having arguments of like, no, you room with Caliban. I did it last time. Yeah, we're jumping. Are we causing a ruckus or are we just jumping?
Jamba likes ruckus, but up to you guys.
Yeah, that right in the middle of the street. I mean,
Oh, that'd be funny.
And doesn't it take a
we just
minute or
be
something?
disintegrating in
Yep.
front of people for a minute.
Let's take it with pizzazz and be like standing there.
That's
"Oh!"
Screaming like we're in incredible pain.
Torin doesn't have to fake that. As he like pounded 2 like pieces of bread and like 2 bites and like down 2 glasses of goat's milk.
I just let out an earth-shattering scream, and I use prestidigitation to make it loud as crap. Or is that thaumaturgy that does let you do sound? Oh, that's thaumaturgy.
Yeah, I think it's
Thaumaturgy.
No, I use minor
We try
illusion to
make
do
will
it.
saves not to stab you.
Just like sounds of fire and brimstone with minor illusion, because it's either visual or audible, not both.
Well, if there weren't any rumors in this town before, there's one now.
Yep. The evil cultists and the people causing problems. If it's not somebody else, it's most likely you. What do you want to do?
We disintegrate and then we fly to Bridgestrand.
Yes. Yep.
In the middle of the most visible public part of the western road out of Greybarrow, in full view of everyone. We make sure there are the maximum amount of eyes on us as possible, and then we disintegrate for 1 minute while screams of demonic terror echo around us, and then we fly to Bridgestrand.
Yeah, we're screaming, don't eat the canaries!
Oh, the sparrows! No! And then
We just ruined that guy's business.
That's the worst. Literally.
Terrible. And as you wend your way across the mountains, unknown name, to this next lakeside, this would be more of a large town known as Bridgestrand. It winds its way on the southern western part of this lake that, as it curves to the south, there is a large bridge. Is there a large bridge? I thought there was.
I can't see. There's a bunch of that looks like a bridge.
There is now.
Yep. There is a large bridge that crosses from west to east, east to west across this river. That
According to that map, it looks like it almost takes a whole day to cross it.
maybe
That's right, Mr. Smarty Pants. It's like Lake Pontchartrain.
You know what we forgot to do in Greybarrow? Go into everyone's houses and break all their pottery.
I was about to say it's the bridge in Legend of Zelda.
Oh, okay. I was like wondering, huh?
There's some really long bridges in the Zelda games.
And as you turn back outside the city, unless you tell me otherwise, this relatively large town, small city is available to you.
Are we staying here or are we walking to the forest with our day so we can find a tree?
Do we have more time to walk to the forest after?
Takes you 8 hours to get here.
If we left just after sunset or sunrise, then it would just be around sunset if it was 8 hours.
Or is there a big enough tree somewhere around town?
Ooh.
This is our tree
Definitely
now.
not a big enough tree.
Might have to go to the forest, or we could stay here for the night, leave in the morning, travel.
We can always fly over the forest, and like I said, I
That's
just
a
have
good
to
point.
see it.
Yeah, we can just, as we're flying, just take a look at the forest. We don't have to be hundreds of feet in the air.
So I guess we find
A local business to ruin?
Yeah. Guy's next entry and our next
Yeah, we
meal.
need to find a recipe and
Yeah. How much will you pay us to go somewhere else?
Yeah, the city's pretty big. This town is pretty big. Small city, big town. Bigger towns get it closer you get towards the coastline. Yeah. A lot of fishing done here, but then there's also, it looks like a logging train that goes from nearby forest that comes here towards the lake.
So I guess Guy will use his guild letter again and try to determine where's the best food coming from in this town.
All right. You have the Whispering Barrel that has Zimbager wine made with Zimbager berries, but it has a separate quality. Yeah, so it's in chat.
Oh,
golly.
You also have the Mean Kraken,
Oogly's Bardic
and
Brew,
the Lucky Candle. All inns and taverns.
Ooh.
Dude, the Mean Kraken stole.
Yeah, I know, right?
We should definitely ruin their business.
What's the
lucky candle is not so lucky for horses.
I thought we were the good guys. Like, what is going on here?
I mean, I would prefer the Lucky Candle. That seems like a fun day.
Torin like puts his hand over his mouth for a minute. Please, no more licorice.
All right, so let's go to the Lucky Candle. So it seems like more people want to go there.
Do you see the food that's there?
What's wrong with the food? Cabbage and horse soup.
Cabbage and horse? Oh.
Let's go, guys.
Well, see, we've had the roast sparrow, and we don't really care for the roast horse. That leaves the Ardworld stew.
The Whispering Barrel is the most bougie of the options, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, let's go bougie. We're traveling with a king, after all. I just realized that we became Final Fantasy 15 at some point. We're literally driving around with the king. When did that happen?
And then we're cooking.
That's literally what happens in that game.
We're just missing the car.
What the? It flies at a certain point in the game. We just.
When did that happen? Oh, y'all.
All right, Whispering Barrel it is.
I'll play music to try and help with the cost. This is wild.
I'll break out my flute. We can jam together.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have extra. I have a ton of musical instruments. If more people want to play. I have.
I'm not proficient,
then I give Jamba the bagpipes, and then I've got a flute and an extra lute. So we got the whole band.
So when we get kicked out of the Whispering Barrel, do we go to the Mean Kraken or the Lucky Candle?
Well, we're gonna find out.
I do have the entertainer background, which says I should receive free lodging and food.
Oh, nice.
Of a modest or comfortable standard.
Very nice. Very nice. We were really pushing our luck.
Very cool. And you make your way in, and there's a woman in very fine but simple green vest and matching breeches. The place is nice, but it's not as nice as the places you've been in the capital city of Catal. And there are people dressed here in semi-suits. Maybe they're having business meetings or a night out with their better half. The human woman steps forward. Welcome to the Whispering Barrel. My name is Nancy. How many in your party?
5.
Okay. Just a moment, please. And she walks over to a serving girl who his hair is tight in a tight bun. And this is kind of what it feels like is you go to a semi-big city and you go to the best restaurant there, and the best place is like a Red Robin.
Nice.
And they're like, sure, right this way. And it almost seems like there's already an enchantment that's playing music.
Oh,
there's nobody. Silas, you look around, and there's nobody around playing music, but there's a small or a soft strings and a flute playing, almost as if it's part of the ambiance.
That's nice. Does the accompanying music just play on its own? Is it the same songs over and over again? I worked in a place that had a couple folks who only knew the same 3 songs, and I can tell you the help there just about stabbed themselves in the ears because they got sick of hearing that music over and over again.
We have the same soundtrack. There's quite a few. Honestly, when I was younger, I worked at a place that was like a dinner and tournament, and you would just go to sleep with that. So I preferred to have somebody come in here and just provide us some really soft music, just to, if somebody's having a meeting or wanting to whisper, the music kind of overrides it so you can't listen in. That nice. Kind of thing.
That's nice.
But please, have a seat.
If you feel like something different, please do let me know. And I think I heard of that place you worked at before. It's called The Current Times. It was nice.
That's the place. They have one at Crimson Ward.
Oh.
That's the nearest one.
Where's Crimson Ward we're going?
That's the Forbidden City.
They also have one in Raven's Fist.
You?
No. Do they have a pirate themed one next to it?
Well, everything in Raven's Fist is pirate themed.
None of your recipes have licorice in them, does it?
Oh no, I'm not really a fan of licorice.
Oh, thank God. All right. Whew. All right, boys, we're good to go.
So, what are your specials?
The Zimboger wine, made with Zinjober berries, and the Aardwolf stew, rare delicacy made with the meat of an Aardwolf, said to have strange aphrodisiac powers for the lovers.
Exactly what we did.
Wow.
Exactly what we did.
Wow.
The party all kind of look at one another like,
Give me 3 bowls.
That we will have each
The
an
lights are turned kind of low here.
Do any of us know what an Ardolf is?
Make a nature check.
sure it's like a wolf.
The druid can take advantage because nature's should be a druid feat.
That's nature's also an intelligence throw, so it's a -1 for me.
Hey.
Not too bad.
Yeah, you guys did pretty well. DC was 13, so all those of you who surpassed the 13, an Aardwolf is like a cross between an aardvark and a wolf, and it usually grows either in rolling hills near mountains. Sometimes you can find different varieties or different strains of the same kind of wolves in woods.
A cross between aardvark and a wolf. I am now going to start looking for ligers.
Rizan just had a pet Aardwolf. I don't know why else I would know.
Do we know if anyone eats these usually?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's current times. People eat everything.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean,
Jamba. Yeah.
And don't forget, Guy will also try to make anything out of anything.
Mm-hmm. We probably ate a lot more questionable things than Aardwolf.
So this is a wolf with like a giant like aardvark-like nose?
Correct.
Wow. That's disturbing.
I've heard the snout is actually the best part.
Yeah, that's probably extra.
So Guy will order one for each person at the table, as well as one bottle of wine.
You're going to have the medicine-y wine?
Yes.
All right. That is 27 gold pieces.
He will give, so it will include the tip and give 3 plat.
All right. As the waiters, both male and female, come out in a team with the sizzling Aardwolf snouts and place them in front of your group with this wine that's somewhat medicine-y, almost like vermouth. And you guys sit and have a nice, quiet dinner in this dimmed, maybe brothel / inn, or maybe not.
That does explain a lot, actually.
And
yeah.
Some
of the party's like,
we see
the disease-killing wine on top of the aphrodisiac meal.
The medicine smell.
Is there a magical terminal to get gold out in near the back door or what?
Nope, nothing like that. You're not really sure where the back door leads.
We see a couple, a few singles become couples and go upstairs. They're like, oh.
Pretty much. You know, they say, "Would you like some desserts?" And there's like 5 people lined up. You know,
why does this dessert menu have genders on it? That's weird.
I've heard of this. You order a coffee, and then when you're done, you turn it upside down.
Weird.
Guy will judge the food as everybody eats.
Do you want to roll a check? I don't think you have to, being a chef, but if you want to, you can.
It's more like, is this dish worthy of him trying to learn?
After you eat it, you feel after you eat it and you drink the booze, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel happy. Your senses get a little bit more heightened.
Oh, if that's the case, Guy will ask for the chef.
That's that special
the lady
dessert
says
menu,
that's extra.
All right, there's definitely misinterpreting and mistranslation happening now.
Torin offers to pay for it immediately.
I mean, look, it's the oldest.
My friend really wants to meet the chef.
It's the oldest profession in the world.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
He's
yes,
the king.
sir.
And I said I'd pay for it.
DC 23.
What?
Oh, it's a perception.
No, just you rolled what you rolled. What's your bonus?
Oh yeah, so I rolled 2 16s actually,
wild.
and then my persuasion is a +7.
DC 23.
23 with disadvantage.
Nancy looks at you and says, "Well, if you want to wait around a few hours, he's got some things to do. And finish the rest of the evening. We're expecting some more people for the evening who have made reservations. Would that be quite all right?"
I look towards Guy. Would that be quite all right?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. It's already nighttime as is. So right, basically, we just probably need to wait around to close. Just let us know time, and then we'll be back. We'll be back if we want to go somewhere else.
I mean, do you guys have a corkage fee here?
Well, we really don't close per se, but I can come get off. Excuse me, wrong phrasing. Shift ends for cooking at midnight.
Yeah, what
Do you
time the
plan
kitchen
to
closes?
stay the night?
Are we gonna make the rounds, Guy, or what?
No, I think this place looks really looks around interesting. So I kind of want to see. They don't close. That's weird. So I wonder what other services they offer.
Is dessert better than Tristy bread?
My friend here would like to try your dessert.
There's so much happening right now. Silas understands what's happening in this room. He probably clocked what this place was immediately with his background and has just been like trying not to laugh the entire dinner or lunch or whatever.
Torin has no idea.
Yeah, Guy only cares about the food, doesn't? Yeah.
What are your desserts here? My friend really likes desserts.
She claps her hand, and there's a half dozen men and women, varying legal ages, come forward, wearing different. This is rough. Wearing different.
Yeah, we get the idea.
Yeah, different outfits.
You're the DM. You can fast forward past this part.
This is your sandbox, bro.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's like, are you guys going to stay here or not? If so, I'm going to give you the price. If not, I'm going to give you the price.
I'm confused. They're not holding any food.
Yes. Which one is the dessert chef?
Are you implying that you're going to kill them and we're going to eat them?
No, they're for your pleasures.
At this point, Silas. Yes, Silas just starts laughing really, really heartily because it took them this long.
Torin just turns bright red.
Oh, it's a house of negotiable affection.
That is good. Words for it? Phrase for it.
And how much?
Just for the room? It's the same price. That includes companionship. Or, if you're just looking here to stay without dessert, then 10 gold pieces per night, per person, per friend.
Well, sure, why not? I mean, you give
Bridgestrand stays in Bridgestrand.
So, so that would be like 5 plat. Then Guy will give him 6 plat.
Just roll for your companion.
Wait, don't we want to try the horse soup? I think we should try the horse soup.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking.
I've had horse soup.
Silas,
Or
Kind of gamey.
maybe we give the roast sparrow and licorice another try. It might be good the second time.
Silas leans over and in a stage whisper so that only Torin can hear and says, you can just get the room without companionship.
Too late, I already paid.
Well, no, but it's the same price. So it's the same price regardless. So
It's okay, Torin. They probably won't stab you.
And we had this talk before. I will remind you. By the way, no one else can hear this at the table. I will remind you that you will have to make an heir at some point in order to continue your lineage. I don't know the laws of your kingdom at the moment. They have not had a chance to read the bylaws of the succession of power, but a little practice won't hurt you.
Jamba, you still got that bottle?
All of a sudden, licorice just sounded good again.
And you make accommodations for the evening. The night goes by without any apparent issue. If anybody stayed with some friends, let me know.
Oh God.
Guy would have.
I wouldn't have kicked a friend. I wouldn't have kicked a friend out if they came with the room.
I guess Torin does. After the little apprehension.
I guess Silas is the only one who says no. Silas goes to bed alone because he's
the
working.
Spy master.
He's always on the job.
It's really cold in the desert.
There's no rest for the spy master. He's always working.
Torin doesn't take his armor off.
Oh my God. You're going to be exhausted tomorrow.
You got to pay extra for that.
You could have been exhausted because you had a good time, but instead you'll be exhausted because you didn't take off your armor.
Marquis Dusad over here, bro. What's happening?
But for Guy, it doesn't happen until later because he'll wait for
He'll actually try and find the real chef. It's going to take so long, though. There's going to be so many miscommunications and misunderstandings. You're like, no. You don't understand. I actually want to talk to the chef.
And we don't need to role play it, Rick, if we don't need to, but you will do the same thing and try to get that recipe.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh my God. How do I turn off that GIF?
Is that the chef? Is Bowie the chef?
Oh, the universe said no. You take the one.
Yeah, he's not going to give up the recipe. And as you make your way out into the dusty streets, or the relatively clean carpets out into the dusty streets, well, the day is yours. You can take a long rest.
I mean, but could we though? Silas can. I don't know about everybody else.
Did I make a con save? Torin literally didn't take off his armor.
Not yet.
You really didn't take off your armor, but you had a friend? How does that work? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know, really. Both Silas and Jordan do not want to know.
With persistence and tenacity. Oh, that's rough.
What would you guys like to do? The day is yours.
We would like to go visit Current Times, Ravenfist Edition.
Torin actually tries to get Silas alone for a moment.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
You look particularly poorly rested.
What you were saying last night, the whole air thing and everything.
Right. We didn't really. You had a chance to talk to the tribunal about it, but I don't think it came up.
No. You've traveled around a lot, right? You've experienced a lot of things.
Yeah. With my particular nature, and you see half of Silas's face become feminine, and then 6 seconds later, it turns back and matches masculine again. I'd say I'd have an understanding of the world.
That's creepy and confusing. Look, I've told you about my past, right?
Mm-hmm.
I came from a small community of, well, I guess most people would call us zealots of Eldath, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, when I ran away, I spent some time in let's say not less than willing employ of some rough people before I finally made my way to that tavern. But before this whole adventure, things never really came up. Didn't really have the time. So until we had gotten to Cataloy, I hadn't really seen much of the world.
No, I understand. Please continue.
So, yeah, I got stabbed. And does that normally happen? Because I didn't want to take my armor off.
I would have to say that it's not unheard of. There are definitely circumstances that will lead to someone stabbing you after you spend some time in their grove. But no, not usually. And I gotta say, it hasn't come up all that much. I heard a bit about what happened with you and your friend. Frenemy, I guess would be the best way to put it. Yeah, that's something awful. And I understand that would make it difficult for someone to trust a potential partner. But you should know that, everyone's different, and your experience with one person's not going to be indicative of future connections you make in this world. So I would suggest that you do what you can to try and understand that the past is the past, and that person was that person, and not everyone's going to be like that person. Again, those words can say a lot, but they're not necessarily going to change the way you feel. That's going to be difficult. It was a connection to Eldath, his because she's the goddess of groves.
Yep.
The thing is, it's going to be difficult to put that past you. In fact, it may never be past you, but you gotta put yourself out there. You gotta allow yourself to trust. You trust all of us, but we're not sharing beds, so I understand it's not the same thing. But not everyone's gonna turn violent. Not everyone's gonna try and kill you. There's gonna be a fair amount of those. That's gonna happen. But there are gonna be people who want nothing more than to help you be happy and to share times of peace and tranquility and passion in a world that is dark and cruel. So you're going to find people like that. They exist. I mean, Hales, you had no idea that you had a kingdom out there waiting for you. So if that doesn't give you an idea that things aren't going to be the way you suspect and expect them to be, just remember the world is strange and wonderful and terrible all at the same time, and you've gotten your share of terrible already. So you're due some wonderful. So
yeah.
And plus,
Guess
you
I
have
should,
us. If someone tries to stab you again, we'll fucking kill him.
Yeah. Guess I just need to be a little bit more open-minded. Yeah. She did not seem happy that I was not taking off the armor.
I can imagine in her mind there was either two options, right? You were either a weirdo and it was going to be an uncomfortable night for her, or you had problems, which we can admit you definitely do have a problem. You don't trust. So, but I mean, I imagine she got paid either way, I hope. Did you give her a tip? I mean, I know you didn't give her the tip, but did you give her a tip?
We were supposed to tip?
Okay,
I
that
was paid for.
You see shit like that get you stabbed. It's paid for, but you always tip someone who provides you a service. Doesn't matter what that service is.
Things are so much more clear in battle.
This is true. The other side of battle is love, though. So.
Sure. Thanks, Silas. Don't tell anyone about this.
My liege, your secrets are my specialty.
Oh, and by the way, you said we're not sharing beds, but when I woke up the other morning, me and Jamba were definitely spooning.
Look, that's a secret I didn't need to know, but thank you. I will keep that in mind. I'm sure it'll be useful at some point.
Then we
could ask who's the little spoon and who's the big spoon.
I don't need to know. I respect my lord, my liege's privacy. All right.
What happens next?
We fly.
Rick's like, what the hell do you guys do next? I'm over.
What is this train wreck of a game?
We go to the woods, right?
I think. Yeah,
we can just fly. We can just fly over the forest.
Yeah, Caliban said we can just become clouds.
I want to stop by this well of Vaprek. I mean, if they took the trouble to put it on the map, it must be something, right? And there's trees.
It's not supposed to be up there.
We're not supposed to know that it's there. So we should, we just become clouds and we fly, but we make sure and pass through the forest so Caliban can see a tree of enough size.
Easy enough. Gigantic trees in all the woods here at some point. I assume you're going to Ravenfist, but I'm not sure, so I guess I'll put you back.
No. That's where we're going. That's where we're going.
He sounded so defeated when he said that.
We're going to current times.
We're going to current times.
I love that.
So you make your way to Ravenfist, and you think about the conversation you had with Adelard, the royal armor, the dwarf who was the royal armor for the royal family in Catal. Probably one of the only ones non-royal blood who at least work in the palace. This is where he was from, and he was the one that said, "Hey, if you want to enchant your dragon scale, probably go to the Tower of Enchantment." But you make your way to Ravenfist, and like many coastal cities, the city's pretty large.
So this is where the Tower of Enchantment is?
No, the Tower of Enchantment's over near Drakengard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was down here. And yeah, there you go.
It's just the Adelard was from here. He's from Ravenfist.
Yeah, the guy who told you to go to the Tower of Enchantment because he knew of it because of where he was born.
You know what? We're going to have some words with him when we get back. He never even told us about current times.
Audience participation is welcome, right?
Well, you know how it is. When you're from a place, you never really go do the things the place is known for.
True.
Unless it's
like a walled city,
a winter formal or something, and then your school takes you there.
True. It's a walled city with an active port, relatively large. I assume you're going to dissipate into human
I think it's apparate.
Shape.
We apparate into humans. Yeah, in the middle of the street, screaming with. No, I'm just kidding.
That's condensate.
Oh, condensate! I like that one.
I feel like we definitely dissipated though inside the Whispering Barrel,
just to freak people out. No, we apparate. Caliban condensates.
That's true. And you find yourself outside the city walls. Sun's going down, or at least going to go down relatively soon. Large gates on the north, west, and south sections of the city. Larger gates on the north and the south.
I was actually going to say that maybe we want to apparate inside so we don't have to go line past the guards, find an empty alley to apparate in.
Oh my god, what if it's another city that requires like papers and everything again? Or is that the other campaign? Never mind. I didn't.
The thing is, you're the only one who can talk to somebody about this because the rest of us.
I would imagine he'd be saying in everybody's head, "Hey, maybe we should do this or that."
Well, we all follow Caliban's lead.
I'll say that, and then I'll say that, and then I'll say like something to the effect of if you want to do that, why don't you wiggle back and forth?
Wiggle left or right for no, up and down for yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Torin's confused.
Oh, to everybody but Jamba.
And then we're all dancing, and Jamba's like, what is...
Jamba just learns the cloud dance.
Jamba goes diagonally, just to be different. All right, so we do show up outside, so we do the line, or do we go inside and possibly break some local laws?
Go in.
Okay.
Go inside. Go inside. I'm sure there's a law. Clouds may not apparate inside the city.
We need papers or something. It's a pirate town. Who cares?
There's a It's actually the city sits under a giant glyph that like immediately kills anyone who attempts to
Only
apparate from
kills
the
cloud people.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna just go like apparate in the middle of the city, or are you gonna find a nice area to
maybe be a little out of the way, but you know.
Just add a
make a
table in
perception
your
check?
A perception check?
Guy and Caliban, make a perception check.
Who?
Guy and Caliban. I assume nobody else can talk to each other. That's good enough.
Yeah.
And you find yourself into a dark alley on the western side of the city as you come over the many towered walls into the city just as the sun is setting and everybody turns from mist to their regular self. And you're in a sizable town on the coast of the Eastern Kingdoms on the continent of Anazera. What happens?
You know, you think you won't feel as tired, you know, because you're a cloud, but I don't know. It's like I still like feel like phantom soreness from walking. It's weird. Anyone else get that?
I know my wings are killing me.
What? Sorry, I still got cloud brain. I thought you had wings.
We're clouds. We don't have wings.
Oh, should we ask around for the current times?
Sounds about right.
Sure.
So are you looking for this specific place that has a dinner and tournament?
Yep.
All right. Everybody knows of this place. They wish you good luck on getting a reservation. It is known as the Nightly Dana and Tournament.
Well,
They gesture towards the eastern side of the city. As you make your way towards the docks, you come upon a garish fake castle. It's an inn that's relatively large, and there is a line of people out front going to see something.
well, do we want to get in line, or maybe Torin and I can talk our way in?
Yeah, maybe they have like a VIP ticket they sell.
That's a good call. I mean, we are a visiting dignitary, and his.
Sounds good to me.
I think we could talk our way in. Is there a secondary line, or is it just a single line?
It looks like just two lines, and at the front of the lines, there are people wearing fake armor made of some kind of cloth, weaved in some manner, with looked like pieces of paper, and they're asking people questions, and they either point them back around the corner where there's a door. It looks like it's on the western side of this building, and the others, they nod and smile and gesture them in, and the people walk underneath this opening into this large garish castle made of white limestone pasted over wood.
Nice. Is one of the lines shorter, and is that shorter line, does it have fancier looking people in it?
No, they're about the same. It looks like it's there's two people. Each one has a clipboard of some kind, and they're checking out names. So
I assume
they
that
are
there's a
pointing
lot of
people to this office area around the corner.
I cast greater invisibility on Guy and say, hey, if we can't talk our way in, why don't you look on that clipboard from behind him and check some names that we can just say were them.
Sounds good. And Guy will hide after being cast greater invisibility.
Roll a stealth check.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
That's like your third natural one in as many minutes.
The reason you play Sapling.
Man. Well, hopefully there's enough hubbub. I can still hear you. Let's get in line then, Torin. Let's see if we can talk our way in.
Guy, do you want to go up and look at a clipboard?
I will only try if they fail to if I could tell that they're failing.
Failing what?
Failing
Like
to get
talking our
in.
way in. He's the backup.
Yeah.
He's the backup.
Gotcha.
We're gonna
Did you guys wait
it's
in the
called
line?
the Abe Froman.
In fact, wait. So like if and at this point I'm speaking to Silas in his head. What's the sign that you want me to go ahead and look?
Oh, it's going to be pretty obvious that we are failing to make our way in. We're going to try and persuade in, try and talk to them, see if we can get in with a reservation. But if we can't, then just go ahead and see if there's a name on there. I mean, it's called this little move is called the Abe Froman, so hopefully we can do it.
Okay.
We could tell them we're the Sausage King of Cataly.
That's perfect. I mean, you are literally king from a kingdom, but do we have like papers that prove that, or?
We need that. That is a good call. We need to get Fiddy to draw those
like
up.
we need
next time.
a writ or something.
Well, you could also try this. You could say that the king chef is going to be arriving soon.
That's a good point.
And then I'll hand you my guild papers. So you have a few options.
That's a good point. Oh, let's try it.
And as you stand in line, 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by as they're checking names.
At this point, a guy has appeared.
No, it's an hour, isn't it?
It says 1 minute.
Oh,
Greater,
yeah.
No,
Regular.
I wouldn't have cast it then. I wouldn't have cast it if I knew. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's funny though. No, we'll do that. My glaive is my rite of passage. Very nice, Jamba. I mean, by the 30-minute mark, I think we would have tried to. No, I don't want to cut the line. I don't want to be those guys.
but is this line going to that office that they're pointing people to?
No, the line looks like they're letting people in, and the people they're having this conversation with them, and then they're pointing some around the corner, but most of the people are going in.
Hey, you know what would really clear this line out?
A giant bat. Giant bat. Yeah, but it may stop the show from happening.
No, if Torin notices that within like the first 10 minutes, I would say, all right, why don't one of us try going to the office?
I think everyone else should wait in line, and you and I go up, because if we're talking about you being a visiting dignitary, I can be your, what I am.
All right, and Torin fixes his posture a little bit. Make sure
I prestidigitate all the stank off of his armor that he never took off.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys take Jamba with you too, as a bodyguard?
Yeah, you just stand behind him and to the right a little bit, Jamba. Look imposing.
And you notice that smattered in and out of this line, that there are people who are wearing like obvious fake like armor and like paper crowns, and like they've sewed like tabards across their tunics to make them look like they're somehow
cosplaying at the same
cosplaying
time.
Yes, while few, there are people who are cosplaying. And you make your way over there, and there are a few people in line, and there's a lady in there saying, yeah, what's the name? Did you make a reservation? We're overbooked for today, but I could put you on the next show tonight and give you VIP seats. Will that work for you? And one of the ladies is with blonde hair, is kind of poofy, just hollering at this lady. You can yell at me all you want, but I can only offer you the next show with VIP seats, or I can take your name for a reservation for another time. And she storms out, not happy for whatever reason. And then the man comes up. Yeah, I'd take VIP seats. The name is Rogers. All right, Mr. Rogers. What's the party for? Okay, VIP. Just make sure you give them the name out front. And the group, Silas, Torin, and Jamba come walking in. Jamba ducks, and Torin probably has to. It's a smaller ladies. Okay, look at your costumes. Don't those look just great? Oh, you guys look fantastic.
Costumes.
What's the name?
We are new to town. I am escorting a traveling dignitary, a person of another nation who has come here, and we've heard about this amazing establishment. These are not costumes, though. We adventure from place to place, and we heard of a place that had a tournament and food, and it just sounds amazing. We saw that there are reservations, though. We don't want to cut the line. We don't want to, be a stick in the mud. So instead, we heard you talking to some other groups. Is there a way to maybe come back later tonight for the next show? And you said it's tonight, the VIP. We'd love to pay for tickets for that. There are 5 of us, I believe.
Oh, you guys are really playing the part. Isn't this fantastic? Well, I mean, we're kind of sold out for the night, but if you want to, put your name down on a waiting list or something, I can go ahead and facilitate that. And if people don't show up, a lot of people just, they don't make it. They don't make the voyage from where they're coming from, or they're on the road still, and place is kind of, but yeah, this is, you're right. This is the nightly dinner and tournament.
All right.
So, I mean, we have openings for tomorrow, but if I put your name, I can't guarantee anything for you though.
What's the earliest showing tomorrow if tonight doesn't work out?
Oh, well, there's a matinee around 2-ish. Then there's a two more shows, 5 p.m. and 9 p.m.
That's really.
You guys look like you're the drinking type, so 9 p.m. is probably really good.
That's
good time
unfortunate. We're going to be leaving at dawn, basically. I mean, hopefully we can get in tonight. Is there any way that we can like pay to make sure we have a seat tonight? Because I mean, we're only going to be in town for one day, and then we're traveling down to Thornhold. We'll be there tomorrow, and then after that, Drakengard. So
she looks over your shoulder and says, "Oh, they're getting kind of rowdy out there, aren't they? Phyllis, can you think you can lock the door for a second? Give me just 1 second. I just want to know people like interrupting you." And this other lady comes in. We'll be right with you in just a minute. We just need to make sure and keep this clear. It's we don't want to violate code. So what are we talking here?
I mean, we'd be happy to make sure that we have a seat for every person in our party, and if there's a donation that is standard, we are happy to make sure that this wonderful establishment continues running for years and years to come.
Do you want to maybe do this show now or do the later show? It's normally like it's for VIPs, it's 5 gold a piece, but we can make sure that you get the best seats in the house. And I mean, it just depends on what kind of deal we can work out here.
I turn to Torin. My liege, do you prefer to the show now or tonight?
5 gold a piece. I take out 5 platinum.
And as you dig into your purse,
give it to Silas.
You realize you're missing 50 gold.
Nice. You did give her a tip.
All right. So I'll just take that out of platinum.
Fair enough.
So that's 5 platinum, right?
Yep.
All right.
And then you hand me 5 platinum? Oh, Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord. Will this be enough?
Her eyes get big. Yeah. Here, Phyllis, watch the desk. And she says, "Come with me, gentlemen. There's 3 of you here.
No.
Why aren't you a big one?"
There's the rest of our party. She locked the door.
Phyllis locks the door as you guys exit out.
Oh, so we now leave the office area. Can we get are we going past where our companions are?
Yes, she's walking you back around.
There are 2 more of us that are in line for us. So do you mind if we grab them on the way?
No, of course. You've already paid.
Thank you,
VIPs, of course. And she'll walk past the people taking the reservations list, and she's like, "I got this one. It's okay." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And
I motion Guy and Caliban to come with
one for the other.
Yep, we come now.
And she walks you to the front, and the line leads to the right, and she takes you through a doorway to the left, and there are people all gathered around outside this area, and there are different closed doors that have different coats of arms and stuff on them. And she's like, "Right this way." And she takes you into a relatively empty, small dinner theater. There's sand out front that sits on the line. There's people out there just having conversations with some of the serving people. And there's people dressed in night gear, but it's obviously cloth and fake. And they're practicing some sword fighting with cheap metal weapons. And she's like, "Here, right here." And she puts you in an area that's close to the action, but that has larger seats that can recline, etc. She goes, "If there's anything, just come see me. You know where to find me. I'll be in the office dealing with all these people."
Thank you, madam. What's your name? Karen. I am Silas. I am the first to speak to in front of my liege here. So if you need anything of us, please let us know. We are available to help if there's anything that is distressing.
Aren't you the sweetest? And your costumes look amazing.
Costumes.
And she heads back up the steps, disappears through the doors, and you find yourself sitting there, a lovely wench, a little bit older, and a server comes by. What can we get you? Would you like soda? Would you like juice? Would you like some ale? let us know.
I'll have a soda. That sounds good.
All right. And as the rest of the group gives their orders, they come back and they start pouring some drinks from you, and they give you a few extra cups of whatever you wanted to order, seeing as how you're in this VIP section. And before the rest of the group comes into the theater, is there anything you would like to do?
Silas, that the guy ahead of us in line, I swear he was my neighbor.
Wow. I'm glad somebody made that joke. No, this seems nice.
I don't get it.
This guy stab you in the back with a sinuous knife? Oh, no, you gave that up.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, we're in.
And unless you want to achieve something, we will continue the current times. And the rest of the theater, it probably seats 40 or 50 people. They come sit around, and a man, handsome with broad features, dark hair, comes out, and he gestures, "Welcome to Randolph Dana's nightly Dana and tournament." Get it? Dana? Okay. Anyways, it is known that my ancestor, Paladin of the Knightly Order of the Raven, is the founder of our city and a local hero. We will reenact his heroics here at the nightly Dana and tournament. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the festivities. Enjoy the ale. And he bows as trumpets come out. He comes out, and then the same person comes out dressed in cosplay with this gigantic sword made of some kind of aluminum and or paper mache painted in the silver color. And what you see is this hero fighting these trolls, which look like they're somebody's inside them, but they're overly large and puppeteered, and it's a odd display of this knight killing these trolls over and over and over. And then he says, "We must prepare for the well. That is where the dark ritual is supposed to happen." And one of the trolls gets up again after being knocked over, and he stabs it, and it falls back, maybe dead this time. And over the next hour, this person comes back out of several different places, and he describes that his ancestor who was a part of the Order of Raven, teamed up with somebody from the Order of Fist, and they ventured into this wood nearby and descended into this dark temple known as the Well of Vaprak. and therein they destroyed these dark avatars of the troll god Vaprak, and they returned with all these riches. And he gestures above the hearth, and there's this longsword that's about 7 foot long. Does not look like a costume piece that hangs above the hearth. And everybody cheers, yay, and they've had their meal. And he bows, and the trumpets come out and play, and then he exits, and they start cleaning up your food, cleaning up your plates, trays, and dinner tables. And then thanks for coming. And then they're obviously asking for tips before they usher you out into the nightclub.
Oh, there's a nightclub?
The KNIGHT club.
I like it.
Where's the other branches?
There's one in Crimson Ward. That's what the person told you. There's one in Raven Fist and one in Crimson Ward.
Wonder what the story in Crimson Ward is about. It can't be about the same, right? I mean, it wouldn't make sense. They're not in Raven Fist, not near this
Must be
wood.
a different story.
Huh.
Or maybe they just move it around. They didn't ever really say exactly where the well was.
Now
Yeah.
I'm curious.
You reskin it.
Yeah, my ancestor, Paladin of the Order of Crimson, teams up with the Order of the Ward. Makes sense.
Jamba can't take his eyes off of the 7-foot sword as you guys drag him out
Yeah,
of the
man.
building.
7 foot long longsword. Ooh.
Did anyone leave a tip?
I did.
Yeah, Guy will leave a tip. I will leave a few gold.
Yeah, I leave my
Yep.
gold.
And after you make your way out of this eating area, the star of the story, the one guy who has named himself Randolph Dana, who his ancestor is supposed to be, the starring person that he's impersonating. He'll make his way around to the pub and shake people's hands. Oh, got to get back before he heads back to do the same thing for the next show.
So he comes by and he shakes hands and such?
That is correct.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind asking a few questions
Yep.
as he does that.
Good day. Your costumes look fantastic. Randolph Dana. I am the current Knight of Raven Fists. Thank you for joining us. How may I help you? I've only got a little bit of time because I got to go back
Do you
in
want
there.
to take?
Wasn't it fantastic?
Guy, do you want to take this one?
No, why don't you go ahead? But I think we're thinking the same thing.
All right. Before we begin, I must say, Randolph, that there was a lovely story, but you should know, and I hope your ancestor knew this too. And with my right hand, I produce flame, but I do so with minor illusion, so it just looks like fire is coming out of my hand. And I say, this is the best way to take care of a troll. You wouldn't have to stab it so many times.
Indeed, that would have helped my ancestors significantly. Well, that's not really how the story went. They did use flame, but I mean, this leans in. My sword's made of paper mache, and it'll probably catch
Yeah,
on fire.
no, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, a lot of this is flimsy, as many of the costumes that your usual patrons wear. But that sword itself looks real. So is this story based on some truth, or is this just something that your founding ancestor of this great city made up? Because that sword looks mighty fine. And how far away is it, DM?
Across the room?
How many feet?
Between 20 and 40?
I make sure I'm within 30 feet of it and my eyes go black. Is it magical?
It is
I
magic.
said, that magical blade up there, he might notice my eyes go black and then go back to normal. Sure is something. So we would love to hear the real story about that well.
You gonna hang out in the nightclub and enjoy the festivities? And I have one more show to do, but I mean, I can be persuaded to spend a little extra time with you. Yes, my great grandfather brought that sword back from the well of Backrack.
Impressive. Do you know its actual magical qualities, like what it does? If you don't, I can actually provide that service for you.
I have no idea. It's been in the family for years, and well, I mean, I just thought of this fantastic idea: wake a little money, give Raven Fist some more names and a little bit of a recognition around here. And I mean, you can see this place.
Yeah, no, it's working out for you. It's impressive. But yeah, no, we'd love to pick your brain. I'd love to find out what kind of magic that sword possesses, if we can do so in the same conversation. And I don't know, maybe we can make it worth your while.
Now you're speaking my language. I'll be right there. See if somebody's waiting or hollering to him. Randolph, it's time. Let's go. We have another show. Yeah, I gotta go, but are you gonna be here? I'll come back out. You guys, I saw you in the VIP section. We really appreciate that.
Happy to. Are we allowed to leave, maybe figure out our lodging for the night and then come back to the nightclub after your last show? Is that acceptable?
We have rooms here.
Well,
why don't you just go talk to Phyllis up front? She'd be able to
I'd
take
be
care of you.
happy to. Thank you for your time.
All right through that area, make a left, and then it's at the end of the hall to see the door.
Will do.
Can't miss it.
Enjoy the show. Hey, break a leg, right? Oh,
Right.
that might not be a saying here. I apologize if you didn't get that.
I'll be back. Make way for Lord Randolph Dana, descendant of the Knight of the Raven. And people move out of the way as he makes a showing of being important. And he makes his way back towards the theater.
I lower my voice. Just so the party can hear, and I say, he's full of fucking hot air, but that is a real ass magical sword.
So yeah, I want to pick up on anything to see if he's kind of like blowing hot air or like you know.
You can insight.
Oh,
insight.
yeah, I'm not terrible at that.
So
I might actually roll. Oh, nice one, guy. Dang, 23.
So let's see.
So he walks away from the table and we all just like, so that guy's full of shit, right?
Oh,
and we're all like, yeah.
Just so you know, Rick, you're public rolling right now.
Yeah,
okay,
I just revealed that. That was
nice.
the DC for the insight check. Yes, fully full of shit. The sword is real.
Yeah,
seems like an honorable night. Maybe
yeah,
he'll fight me for it.
that is a magical blade. And if there's,
well, you would know. He thinks he is telling the truth. I think that's a difference.
Interesting. Like he's playing a persona. We 100% know that he's not the.
Yes.
So I think then we wouldn't say he's full of shit.
Yes,
because
correct.
that's the thing. So he's genuine.
He's working the crowd. Like this is his shtick, and we know that it's his shtick.
So I'm just wondering the reason why is, I mean, he's the one doing all. He's the one that's generally, you know, if you run a business and you're the proprietor of the business, you're not necessarily the person doing the work. Yeah. I mean, so I just found that kind of odd. But I mean, he seems to be legitimate. So yeah, I wouldn't mind coming, you know, getting lodging and you know, asking a few questions about that 7-foot
maybe
sword.
He enjoys the work. I mean, that's always a possibility. I'd say as I start walking towards where we can get lodging.
Well, I completely agree. I mean, I'm always talking about owning my own place, and you know, I'd be the one cooking.
Even though you own it.
As you make your way through the gift shop area towards the reservation, there is a line of people out the door.
I look for
not the door you're coming to, but the door you entered the first time. And you hear hollering and yelling and everything else from beyond the
is there
door.
like any wooden shields or wooden swords that we can pick up, little commemorate our time here?
Yeah, you can shop in the gift shop. Certainly.
All right, we'll do that after we. I don't want to look like a tourist walking up to get a room with a wooden sword. So let's get lodging first.
I definitely want to look like a tourist.
You're at this door. It's closed. There's another door that leads out, and some people are exiting. And you see a line out the office, and there are people in there hollering at Karen.
Oh, yeah.
I feel bad for Karen, but it's a Karen.
Yeah, but that's not her fault. She didn't name herself that. I message Karen. And I say, hey, darling, you just let me know if you need help in there. We can clear that place right up quick.
Please get these people out of my office.
Oh, all right. Let's see here. I layer prestidigitation because you can do it multiple times, up to 3 effects at the same time. So I make the room turn cold. I snuff out some lanterns or whatever's in there.
Are you heading through the door? Okay. You open the door, and then the sound of these people just really, truly upset that they've overbooked the show, and they traveled from all over the world to just come see the show, and they're having a really hard time being told no.
So the room gets cold. Candles puff themselves out, and then there's a shower of sparks as I enter the room. And I say, ladies and gentlemen, let me have your attention, please. This wonderful woman is not responsible for the catastrophe you see yourselves in. I suggest that you put yourself on the list for tomorrow or the day after, and you come back. You'll be able to get in, you'll be able to see the show, but you will not attack this woman with your words or your attitudes.
So I think we have a reservation. They need to honor it. I already paid, blah, blah, this, that, and the other, right? So you can either make me an an intimidation or persuasion check if you want. I'll say you can do it at advantage due to your magical nature of this. 25 is pretty good. As your sparks start to go off and the lanterns flicker and the walls start to shake a little bit, half the people leave. But after listening to your calm explanation, the line passes quickly as she takes down the names and people glance at you standing next to her desk as she writes down the names of these people. And some people leave just because they're not going to be here tomorrow. And before long, you find yourself in the room with Karen. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for getting those people. Every time, like every week, there's like these people and they come in and I don't know why. I mean, I know why, because, you know, we need to fill up the place, but everybody's been coming to this place for so long. Well, actually more recently because we you know, changed the story, but anyways.
Change the story.
What can I do for you?
First of all, darling, I do apologize that they keep doing that to you. So does Randolph own the place? Is he responsible for this snafu or is it somewhere else?
Oh, Randall owns the place. It was his I don't know, great grandmother or something.
All right.
She started it.
No, I can see why it's popular, but they really are putting you in a terrible position because none of this is your fault, but you take all the blame and you take the brunt of their frustrations. It's really too much.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I do run into the really kind people like you, and it makes it worth my while.
I'm happy to help.
You know, I like to go on vacations to Crimson Board, and, you know, Phyllis can take over. Phyllis is my auntie.
All right. Well, here's the thing, Karen. I don't know if you have a husband and little ones to go back to at the end of this night, but I'd love to hear about how this story changed. So if you feel like a drink after you get off work, you let me know. It can be platonic, it can be whatever you want it to be, frankly, but I would love to hear about how things have changed around here because I had no idea that the story changed, and that's why y'all became so popular.
Are you asking me on a date, Silas?
It doesn't have to be a date. It can just be two friends sharing a drink, talking about work. You can vent all you want.
Well, that's a shame. I gotta walk Phyllis home. We live around the corner, and maybe I'll be back. But I appreciate you getting these people out of the house. This is just, I know they're just hollering. Some people get none of them fake weapons, you know, those, you know, costumes y'all got. But it's not going to do nothing.
Right.
So appreciate it.
Okay. Well, you let me know. I'll be here. We're actually going to be shacking up here, I guess.
Oh, you need a room.
Yeah, we need rooms. Did we talk to you about that or Phyllis? I think it was Phyllis.
I can take care of you right now.
Amazing.
And then maybe later.
Good. You can't threaten me with a good time.
Is it?
All right. How many rooms do you need?
You know what? Let's go all out. Do you have 5 available? I imagine you guys are pretty booked.
Do you want the suites or just a regular room?
Let's do suites. Let's go all out.
All right. There's 2 major suites, and it's middle of the week, and not really, you know, people don't usually book that middle of the week. Weekends is another story, but yeah, I can book you 2 suites, 10 gold pieces per night. Sleeps 3.
Wonderful. That would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Karen. And I give her, what was it, 3 platinum?
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Here you go. Here are your key cards. And then it has a little coat of arms,
nice.
these big keys that look like they're toys. And all right, what you want to do is you want to head back to the gift shop, and instead of going right to the theater, you go left, show the doorman your key, and he'll let you up. It's a tower. You saw the big towers. I'm not really sure how safe those are, but hey, nobody fallen from them, or well, they haven't fallen over for anybody.
Well, that's good to know. I'll do my best not to knock them over.
Have fun storming the cap.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, I guess you'll know where I'll be, right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. You guys were very kind.
Bye now. And I go back to the gift shop
and
where everyone is buying wooden shields.
As she lets you go, she locks the doors. Her duties apparently for the night are over. As the next show is starting, you guys stand in the gift shop and watch the throng of people, oversold, squeeze their way into the theater. You hear Randall Dana's voice talking about this great show and all these things that his ancestors have done as you guys continue to shop for clearly fake swords, wooden swords, swords made out of steel or copper or bronze that won't really hold together very well. They have fake crowns to sit on your head, and maybe you want close to Torin, and you make your way from stall to stall, from booth to booth. And we'll go ahead and end tonight's session right.
Nice. I give Torin one of the key cards, and I let them know that the story recently changed, and that's why they're so popular. So I just make sure everyone knows that before the end of the session.